Oh, that's good. Are we live? Are we rolling? This party started? All right, ladies, buckle up. Dishing out some money today. All right, I think we're live. We're good. It's totally gnarly. Jonathan, take a hit. I can't smoke right now. I'm working. Okay. Responsible people, they don't party while they're working. Some people got it like that though. I will say that. One in like a million people can like be a functioning drug addict, I guess. If you want to go there. What's up, YZTC? How you doing, brother? All right, so we're going to be dishing out some money today. It's going to be a real good time. Let me get through some comments here, and then I'm going to put the link out in the chat, and you guys can start calling in. You don't have to call in if you don't need money. You could just call in, and we could just chop it up, talk real cool like. So that's fun. Josh AK goes, car payments topic is the favorite. You know how I feel about car payments. I'm getting pissed off. Now, what's up, Michael? Can you guys hear me all right? Everything smooth? All right, cool. All right. Oh, no, another haircut comment. Getting pissed. Stephen R. goes, anyone else up for chipping in to pay for a normal haircut for this dude? Stephen, I appreciate that, I guess, but you're the minority. Okay, when I walk around town in public, strangers from across the room will compliment my hair. So I don't think I'm going to take your advice on that. I'm just saying. Like, it happens all the time. It gets a little annoying, actually. Be like some dude just walking by and he's like, looking slick, Rick. And I'm like, thanks. Like, women will just like grab my hair. They're like, is it real? Just grab my head. I'm not kidding. This has happened several times. And I'm flattered. Goes, pay yourself first. How much do you save? I try and save as much as possible. I agree with what this guy just said. Brucey, my boy. I actually knew this family. There was like every guy's name was Bruce. There was like 7 Bruces. I'm not kidding. It was a real thing. Yeah, but I try and pay myself, even when I wasn't making that great of money. I at least tried to save something, you know. But if you're making really good money, try and save all of it. I highly recommend it. All right, this guy wants to call in. He goes, Jack, can you talk about Trump being the Messiah on your channel? Yeah, I mean, I guess if you want to call in and do that, sure. Yeah, why not? I guess I'm down. Stomp the Elites. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? What's up, Low? Shorty got low. All right, we're cooking. I'm going to put the link out, but I'm not going to get anybody in just yet. And like I said, if you want to call in, you need some money, just give me a zing. Just call in. We're going to hook it up. We're going to 5 people, $100 each. And this is actually a guy named RC Wolfie. He'll be in the chat. And another dude, Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. They're actually the ones that are funding this party today. I put a little bit of my own money in too, but these guys have put a lot of money towards these giveaways. So if you see them in the chat, you know, feel free to metaphorically suck their dicks because they're doing it, you know. But the Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, my guy, he texted me and he said, just let people know that I am a veteran, did 2 years in Afghanistan. And since he's doing so well in life, he saw that I like dishing out money and he just wanted to be a part of the miracle. So I really appreciate you guys are going to, you know, help some people. All right, let's see what we got. I'll send the link again just in case. But I got a funny story, so check this out. So speaking of shitty haircuts, so it has nothing to do with my haircut. This dude hits me up on Instagram. Very enthusiastic. He lives in Florida as well. This is great. This is like a dream come true for me. So he hits me up and he's like, he goes, dude, I feel like me and you could be boys, you know, best friends. I go, and you know, I'm reading it and he goes, me and my fiance are getting married in October. in a certain area of Florida, not too far by. And he wants me to come to the wedding. And I was like, absolutely. I've been wanting to do a Wedding Crashers type of thing for so long. So I hit him back. I was stoked. I gave him my phone number. And I told him, look, I'm coming to that damn wedding. You better have crab cakes. I'm just kidding. He doesn't have to have crab cakes, but it would be a plus. And I said, I got to bring a +1. So I got Taco coming to the wedding too. And we're just going to fucking just Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn this wedding. Like, I'm so stoked. Like, oh, it gets better. Then he goes, we're actually having the bachelor party in West Palm Beach at a mansion. And I was like, perfect. Okay. I've been going to these mansion parties. You got to get it while it's hot. So I'm going to a complete stranger's wedding and the bachelor party. And I'm pumped, man. It's going to be a good time. I'm just saying. So did Jack ever do a skate vid? Yeah. If you type in Jack Morgan ride channel, that's Tony Hawk's YouTube channel, you'll see a full part from me on there. That's from like 12 years ago. I got paid for that. First time I ever got paid for skateboarding. I've been in a magazine. Here, hold on. I have the magazine, and then we're going to start getting some callers. Hold on one second. So this was 2009. It's a switch kickflip. So Focus magazine. That was a big deal for me at the time. I was like 19 and I was like, I'm making it. You know, I still had to have a job and shit. You know, no money was involved, but I've been in a lot of skate videos back when DVDs were a thing. So I've probably been in like, I don't know, 20 something skate videos, like full lengths. Yeah, I put in a lot of time with skateboarding. So, all right, we're about to take our first caller. One moment. Actually, we're going to do Erman first. Erman's awesome. He actually came out to the stand-up show, which I will talk about that in a little bit when I bring Erman up. Thank you for the $5 from Black Velvet. I really appreciate that. All right, let's get Erman in here. Let me mount up. Erman, you're coming on, brother. And then also, for everybody that's waiting in the queue to call in, can you just raise your hand for me if you're calling in for money? Okay, wait. I see you. Okay, Eric, Wally. All right, Eric will do you next after I do Erman, okay? All right, Erman, you're coming on, brother.
What's up, brother? Can you hear me?
Boy. Yes, I can hear you loud and clear, man. So real quick, I just want to say that Erman had come out to the stand-up show in Tampa that I did recently. With his fiance. That was really awesome. I appreciate that. So Erman, for everybody watching, how old are you and where are you calling from?
36, calling out of Tampa.
All right, man. So what's on your mind tonight, brother? You want to share something with us?
I just wanted to say, man, I love your show. And the show in St. Pete was awesome too. It was hilarious. All the other people were hilarious. I mean, it was incredible. So if anybody has a chance to come out, man, do it. It's awesome. And then I also love what you do on YouTube, you know, helping people, being funny, talk about finances, getting people to think about life and money. And, you know,
that's the whole goal, man. You know, because it's funny because I never post any of the stand-up stuff, which the footage came out good this time. So I will post some footage in a video coming up so that you guys could finally believe me that I actually do stand-up comedy. But when I do stand-up, though, it's like when you do YouTube, serious comes first, then funny. But stand-up, I come in and it's like, laugh, laugh, laugh. I'll get you.
Well, so, I want to say something about that. I can't believe the fucking balls you had. I introduced myself to you just real quick before you went up on stage. And the first thing you did is crack a joke on me. And I was like, damn, that motherfucker's got balls. I was like, all right.
Well, Erman, you mind if I share the story? Yeah, it's actually pretty incredible.
Absolutely.
So Erman was in he's a daredevil. He was in what was a paragliding accident? Some kind of flying accident.
Yeah.
Okay. So he was flying in the air on like a kite, right? Like one of those.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah. So he's not able to walk, at least not yet. So he's been in a wheelchair for 3 years. Um, so he brought his fiance with. They've been together how long? 7 years, you said?
8 years.
8 years. So she's stuck by his side after the accident, even though he can't walk anymore. And now they're going to get married.
Yeah.
And hopefully, if I earn my spot, I will go to another wedding who I do not know.
I would love it if you came. It'll be December 1st. So
I'm just
if you wanna
inviting
come,
myself to weddings.
I'd love to have you there.
Dude, that would be so funny. I just thought that was incredible because, you hear all these stories about just, a guy could say the wrong sentence and the woman's like, that's it, I'm out. So I thought that was pretty incredible, man. I really, that was like a really touching story.
She's an incredible person. And, I'm glad that I worked on, obviously both of us did, but I worked on that relationship really hard, before I got injured, made sure I was good to her, treated her well, whatever commitment, like showing that, hey, we're going to be together. And it worked out and it was good. And luckily she stuck through it, man. Cause it's not easy, different challenges come up and it gets hard.
Put it this way, Erman, I can walk fully functional and I can't even seem to keep a woman. So you're doing fantastic. And I just thought that was awesome. I really appreciate you coming out to the show, but, did you have anything you wanted to talk about, or are you just calling in to say what's up?
Nope. Just want to say what's up, man. And appreciate what you do.
Of course. Hey, do me a favor, DM me on Instagram and we'll exchange phone numbers. And then,
right.
Yeah. All
Sounds
right,
good. Later.
Thanks for calling in, man. Bye. All right. Cool. All right. Okay. I'm going to put the link back in the chat. There's one more spot if anybody wants to call in, but let's dish out some cash here. Okay. Let's get some money going. I know what you guys are all here for. All right. About the big dollars. All right. Acceleration rules. Why doesn't Jack keep the 500 and get his air conditioner fixed? Dude is dying in Florida. I actually just talked to the guy like an hour ago. So it's actually only going to be $5,800. Thank God. Because $7,000, I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. I could swing it. Thank the Lord, but still, it's $7,000. Nobody wants to just go drop 7 G's real quick. But I got it temporarily fixed, and then I'm ordering the unit next week, and then we're gonna get it done. So we're good right now, but it'll probably die again. I'm just hoping it stays cool for a week or two until I could get the air conditioner unit in. But it's all good, man. There he is, Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, the man, the money man, Big Daddy. That's what I call him. I go, hey, can I get some money? He goes, yeah. All right. All right, Eric, you're coming on first, and then we'll do Wally. You said you were calling for some cash? Oh, he doesn't care? Okay, well, Eric's calling for cash. Eric, you're coming on, brother.
Hey, Jack, how are you now?
I'm good, man. How old are you, and where are you calling from, brother?
I'm 23, actually going to turn 24 this month, and I'm calling from Washington State.
All right. Hot damn, man.
Mm-hmm.
So what's going on with you, man? What's on your mind tonight? And then we could get you some money. Just you calling in, you're going to get the money no matter what. But if you have something you want to talk about or something you want to share, like, what's going on in your life, give us some details here. Give us some juicy stuff to work with.
I can give you some fun details and hopefully some inspiring stuff for everyone else in the audience. I think a couple people may be able to empathize. So about a year ago, I went to 3 different colleges trying to get my life together, and I finally got my degree from the 3rd one, and I graduated with a bunch of credit card debt because I was irresponsible and didn't really know how they worked. I understand that you build a balance up and then you pay it off and all is good, but as far as like interest and stuff went, I was pretty clueless. I was very financially illiterate, which makes sense because I went to public school. They don't teach this stuff. You can take a personal finance class, but it's not pushed at all. And I wish it was because I screwed myself and it's my fault, but
well,
I would have liked some education.
To be fair, I went to a private Christian school.
Mm-hmm.
Like I will say the education when I went to public school, it was like maybe 3 years ahead. So stuff like, but I will say one thing, the only financial education they taught us there was bring all your money in and give it to the church. So that's all. Anyways, keep going. But that's
nice and charitable of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So a year ago, I got this really good job, and I still maintain that job to this day. And I had and still have a good income for my age. But I realized, even though my paychecks are like substantially more than I've ever seen in my life, I had like little to no take home, like $100 a month maybe. Most of the time I was going negative because my spending habits were truly that bad. And so about a month or two after working this job, I'm like, you know what? I'm sick of being this quote unquote high earner for my age. I'm not like a baller or anything like that. It's
If you
just
don't mind sharing with us, what are we talking about here? We're talking
I make
some.
about $70,000 a year.
Wow, that's really good for 23. You said.
It is. I'm proud of myself. And my
Damn,
parents almost cried when I told them that I had gotten this opportunity.
that's
It
awesome,
was
man.
really special. But, you know, that's a good number, but I just had nothing to take home. It was incredible. Anytime I wanted to go out with friends, it's like I have to use a credit card. I have no choice.
What were you like
So,
living on your own or something? Like, how was this even
God,
possible?
I was living rent free with my fucking parents.
What were you
And I couldn't.
doing?
Exactly. Hanging out with friends,
Oh,
going to bars and
you were doing
parties.
more than just hanging out.
I was doing more than just hanging
You
out.
were like Papa's got it.
Hmm
Yeah, you
Mom's
were
got it. Oh,
balling.
drinks on me kind of thing. And yeah, I just buried myself in debt. And also, I'm a big gearhead. I'm a mechanic, and so project cars. Oh, Facebook Marketplace. Here's a steal. I'll get it. No problem. A couple $1,000s. That's cheap. I can flip it. No. Most of the time,
No,
I'd buy a vehicle. I took out a personal loan for a killer Nissan, a killer old Nissan. I thought was the coolest thing ever. I took out a fucking personal loan for this thing, and it had rod knock. And I was like, I can fix the engine. I'll just take out another personal loan. You can see how it was bad, right?
okay. Well, I'm hoping you're learning from this here.
I am,
Okay.
and that's a good segue. A year ago, I discovered Dave Ramsey. I discovered your channel, and I discovered Michael's channel as well. And every day on my way to work, I have a good commute. I would listen to Dave and you and a bunch of other financial YouTubers, but mainly you because I like the sense of humor that you bring.
Yeah,
Dave doesn't
we
really
gotta
do that.
keep it light, and plus I'm not I'm just as confused as everybody else. You know what I mean? I'm
Hmm
trying to figure shit out too. Anyways, keep going.
So I quickly started stashing cash. I built up a little emergency fund. I paid off a small personal loan and then a credit card, another credit card, another credit card, and then all of my student loans. And now the only debt I have to my name after a year straight of like eating beans and rice, no partying whatsoever, living as frugally as possible, thrifted clothes, dollar t-shirts and all.
Damn
I
right.
only have one more debt, which is my car payment, which is $200 a month because I negotiated it down thanks to all
That's
these
pretty
YouTube
good.
channels like you that I watch. So yeah,
That's not bad. Hey, let me ask you a question. How many credit cards do you have open at once?
I had 5 credit cards open.
Holy shit. I
Yep.
always get a kick out of those. Like I was
hmm
talking to
It's stupid. I was an idiot.
No,
Complete
no, no.
brain dead. Yeah.
I've never had more than 2 credit cards in my entire life.
hmm
So,
Because you don't need them.
one of my acquaintances, people are just so comfortable sharing with me, but he goes, "Yeah, I've got 9 credit cards and they're all maxed out." I go, "9 credit cards?" So I was like, "What?"
Sounds
And
like someone's never getting a house.
yeah, I couldn't help it. I was just like laughing. He's like telling me all these credit cards and he's like $24,000. And I'm just going, "What? Like who is giving?" Honestly, if he said he just let like half of them go to collections, and I was like, tell you the truth, it sounds like it's their fault for being, for fucking dishing
Yep.
out money like that. To be
There's no
honest,
stop loss. There's
yeah,
no
fuck
stop
'em.
loss at all. You just go deeper and deeper into the hole because it makes other people money.
All right, so let's get down to brass tacks here before I
Mhm.
get the next caller in, and I'm gonna write down your information. I'm gonna instead of sending the money on the air, I'm just gonna do it when I get off because it
For sure.
holds up the show. But so how you looking now? What's your game plan? You stacking money every week? You chilling
I'm
now?
stacking
Like
money every single week. Every time I get paid, I give myself $100 to survive the entire week. That includes food and gas, and everything else goes into a high yield savings account. And from doing that for a year straight, I have all 5 of those credit cards sitting at $0 balance. I just lock them
damn.
away in my room so I don't use them. And yeah, I don't have any personal loans or student loans. I've paid off 80% of my debt. The rest of it is on the car that I use to get to and from work. All my project cars have sold. So I'm very, very close to being completely debt free. and that's why I wanted to call in, because even something as small as $100 can make a big difference.
Well, yeah, that's
Because-
what I was saying in the last video when I promoted this. I was like, honestly, I don't care if you got $5,000 in the bank and you're doing
Mhm.
pretty good. If you call in, that's how I look at it. It's like showing up's the hardest part. So,
I also wanted to show up just to say your channel is amazing,
oh,
and I'm
thank you,
really
man.
happy to see that you're gonna hit 100K very soon, and that makes me smile.
I appreciate that, man. I
Mhm.
really do. All right, Eric, let's we're gonna get the next guy in here, but what's
For sure.
what do you want to do? Cash App or Zelle? I'm gonna write this down here.
I'll do Cash App.
All right, we're gonna go Cash App. Okay. And what's your Cash App name?
I don't have it immediately, but I
Oh
can send
no.
it to you on Instagram. Actually, no,
We're
yeah, I do. It's just a
we're
dollar sign and then my name. I just found it.
okay, so what's how to spell it out for me?
Okay, Eric Wheatsky. First name is ERIC.
Mm-hmm.
Last name is, it's a weird one, WIETZ.
Yep.
K-E.
TZKE.
Yep.
Eric Wheatsky. Goddamn,
That's me.
brother. Hot damn. I
Mhm.
salute you, man.
I
And
salute you.
by the time you're my age, bro, you're gonna be fucking Slick Ricky Aioli Jr., man. You're gonna be
I'm
chilling,
hoping.
dog.
If I wouldn't have discovered your channel earlier, I would be ruined. So
Yeah,
sincerely, thank you.
you'd be
Sincerely.
dead if it wasn't for me. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
You and Dave Ramsey.
Hey, don't forget to have fun. Like once a month, you
Mhm.
know, go have some fucking fun. You know, like, it's okay to
Mhm.
have fun. I do it all the time.
I
No,
have cheap fun.
yeah, go have some
Mhm.
cheap fun. Go have some sex. Let it all hang out.
When I
All
can.
right, Eric. Yeah, well, please do it. Do it
For
for
sure.
all of us, brother. Come
Again,
on.
appreciate everything you do, Jack, and a lot of people do too. Keep on.
Hey, appreciate you too, man. I'm gonna zing that out to you tonight. Okay.
Thank you. No
All
hurry.
right,
No
brother.
hurry.
Oh, I'm gonna hurry. All right, he's out of here. Good man. Good man. All right. Get the who's coming on next? Bum, 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 bum. All right. Raw V, you're gonna come on next, brother. Okay. This guy goes, hope everyone's doing good. Find any side hustle or weird niche that you can for real. Bum, 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 bum. He's waiting for certificates from unemployment, having a job and side hustle. Yeah, I mean, you know what? It's like if one job's not cutting it, you know, I don't know how many times we're going to have to talk about this. I guess all the time. You know, it's fucking, it's unfortunate, but you know, sometimes you got to work every day, and it sucks. He goes, "Yo, Jack, take a hit and chill." I will later when I'm done with this. Actually, I don't even think I'm going to smoke tonight. I don't like smoking every day. It's too much. It's just too much. I can't do it. How old am I? I'm 34. I'm 34, girl in a 34 world. All right. Who did I say is coming on? Oh, Rawl, you're coming on, brother. All right. You're live, man.
Yo, what's good, Jack?
Just
How are
chilling.
you?
Just hanging out, brother. I'm doing great. So, how old are you and where are you calling from?
I'm 21 years old. I'm from Southern California, but like the bottom of California. Not
Oh,
the
you're all the way down.
Yeah, all the way down there.
Well, like what? Like San Diego area?
No, even further down south. Imperial Valley. Do you know where that is?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, you're
yeah,
deep in the trenches. You're way
yeah,
down there.
yeah. It's so hot here. It's crazy, man.
So, so talk to me, brother. What's on your mind tonight? Also, are you calling in for some money, or are you just calling in to chop it up?
Yes, sir. I'm calling in for money because I recently totaled my car in Phoenix. So yeah, I'm working like these seasonal jobs here because the jobs here are like it's hard to get a career job here in the valley. So yeah, I'm just doing what I can, and we're all here on this earth, just trying to do our best.
Well, you're 21, man. I mean, how many 21-year-olds just like, I got it going on? You know, not many. You know what I mean? Like, it's rare. So, anytime some young cat hits me up and asks me for advice, I'm just like, "You're 21." I'm like, "You're on track. You're just like everyone else. You're perfect." You know, like you'll figure it the fuck out. I mean, you just calling in right now is impressive. Most people don't have the balls to do it, to like do something like this. You know, so that's a good start. So tell us about this car accident. What happened with this? Was it crazy?
Um, it was my fault. I went up there to Phoenix to go work this construction job. Um, and then like the first day there, on my way there, like it's a 4 hour drive from here to Phoenix, and I was just so anxious to get there. My back was hurting from the car ride, and there was this yellow light, and I needed to turn left, and I was like, I saw these other cars merging. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go for it on yellow, and then right when I went, I guess it turned red, and I got T-boned, and I did like some 360s. Yeah, I know. And the people that hit, they're older, and they're just trying to go to the airport, and like, it's terrible. Like,
Well, let me ask you a question. You have a car payment or do you own it?
no, I own the car.
Okay, see that's a positive right there, man. You getting imagine still having to make the payments. You can't even drive it. Oh, I'd be so mad.
Right.
I'd be so pissed. But like, all right. So real quick, I'm gonna ask you one more question though before I let you go because I'm curious to. I like the young people, man. I like to see where their heads at. You know what I mean? I was a rascal when I was younger. You know, I was kind of against the grain, but I was still like ambitious, if that makes sense. So what do you want to do, Zelle or Cash App? I'm gonna write this down here.
Cash App.
Cash App. All right. And then what's your Cash App name? I need it exactly because I don't want to fuck it up.
I'm gonna put it in the chat. I just put it in the chat.
Actually, don't put it in the chat. Just if you could spell it out for me, that'd be great. Or I mean, that would be ideal.
Okay, it is capital G O, or yeah, it's capital G, lowercase o, lowercase l, f, capital L, lowercase a, f, l, a, m, e, capital B.
Wait. Go back. So I got GOLFLAFL
AME.
AM.
Yeah, AME.
N as in no.
No, as in mommy.
Okay. M.
E. Capital B.
Yep.
IG 14.
IG 14.
Yeah, and there's the profile picture should be me in a hard hat.
I got you, brother.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, man. So let me ask you a question. So you're 21. Do you have like any idea, like if you had the ideal, like your ideal dream situation, job wise, all that, what would it be? I'm just curious. Just lay it on us.
So
Like anything's possible.
So for sure, a full-time job, like a full-time job would be ideal. Like that's what I'm looking for. Like at least like Costco or Walmart, anything.
All right. I'm saying even bigger than that. I'm saying like if you could do any kind of job, ideal, like anything was possible. Do you have something that you'd want to do? Besides the basics of just having a nice income every week?
I haven't really thought of like.
Oh, you got plenty of time then, man. We're not even gonna. We won't even go there. But
all right, yeah.
Hey, you're a young cat. Enjoy the ride. Have some fun. Get some ass, and you're gonna be all right, man. It'll come to you.
Thank you.
But I'm gonna send that to you tonight. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right, brother. Good man. I just sometimes I like to ask people what sometimes it could be a little scary to say what you want to do out loud. So sometimes you got to ask some people. All right. Timoni, you live in a house. Why didn't you get a home warranty to save on out-of-pocket costs? I don't know. This air conditioner is 20 years old. I mean, what, 5,800? If I get 15 years out of it, what's that going to cost me a year? And versus the warranty. And then the homeowner's insurance warranty, what do they really cover? Probably nothing. So, I'll probably just save money just by fucking not having it. I don't know. Maybe I'm stupid. I'm not sure. Things seem to be going pretty well though. So, I'm happy. I got it. It's covered. It's all good. I'm going to handle it. All right. Who's going to be next? We're going to get, I was going to have Wally come in, but it looks like he disappeared. All right. Everybody waiting in the queue. All right. DeAndre, you're going to be next. All right. We got $5 from Hero Return. Trying to grow my channel. A shout out instead of a handout would be badass. All right. Well, this guy's channel, you guys go check him out if you want to. I mean, I'm trying to get people to go to my second channel, Jack Morgan 2.0, but no one's doing it. So I don't know if they're going to go to yours. I'm just kidding. I had a bunch of you guys go. I'm actually have my first video going on that channel tomorrow. The link's in the description down below. That'd be cool if you went and checked it out. No big deal. All right. Bum, bum, bum. Benedine. All right. DeAndre, you're coming on next. Give me a moment. Go through some of these comments here. All right. We got 20 big ones from Delta Fox. Thank you very much. Because I make $162K per year. Wow. Rub it in. I'm just kidding. Congratulations. It's a big deal. No debt, no transportation costs. I drive a company car. He saves $4K to $5K per month, but average home price. Yeah. I mean, even it's crazy because it's almost like you have to buy a house straight up. And it's like, who the fuck has 400, 500 grand just to shit out of their ass? Yeah, it's kind of nuts, actually. Hey, but congratulations, man. That's big. That's a big deal. That's some big money right there. West Side, thank you for the $20, man. I appreciate that. And congratulations. RC Wolfie with another $10. He's already given out a bunch of money to you guys. It's another one of the culprits here who's part of the miracle. So, the miracle. We're just giving out money. It's not a big deal. All right. Yeah, you could call in. I'll put the link back in the chat, but hold on one second. If it won't let you in, it's just because it's filled. The queue's filled up. All right. Boom, 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 boom. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put my second channel. I'm just going to do the ad. It's going to be shorter videos where I use your guys' comments. The video I'm posting tomorrow is literally like 4 minutes long. So it's more just like shorter snipped videos. You might enjoy it. You might not. I just put it in the chat. If you want to go check it out, you can. If not, it's cool. It's all good. You're already here. So, you know, and it's all good. He goes, can I call in? I need help and support. Yeah, call in. I'll put the link in the chat right now for you. All right. All right. Angela Johnson. She goes, I'm glad I got my home before things went bad. 3.8% interest rate. It's still expensive with utilities and try to pay a mortgage with inflation. Yeah, it goes up every year. You know, it's like you own a house, you think it's just locked in. Nope. Every year it goes up. It's kind of just like renting, basically, you know, between property tax and all that bullshit. It's kind of fucked up, actually. I'm thinking about getting one of those like goats and sheep, you know, those agricultural joints. Trying to learn about that, but I don't know what I'm doing. And I would have to have money to buy a property of that size, you know, and then I'd have to learn how to deal with chickens and shit, which could be fun. Working a full-time job. Thanks for the $25, Sandra. Working a full-time job, 2 side gigs as a nurse, single mom of 3 boys. Don't need the 500, but love you. I love you too, sugar. Thanks for the $25. It sounds like you're doing a lot. Wow. Hey, Josh, what's up, brother? Mojo Dojo with the $5. Here's a $5 put towards something. I will. And I will see you in Ohio one of these months here. All right, DeAndre, you're coming in. Coming in hot.
What's up, man? How's it going?
Oh, man, doing really well, brother. So how old are you and where are you calling from?
I'm 31. I'm calling from, I'll say the greater Houston, Texas area. I'm not actually in Houston, but I think that would make it simpler for everybody.
Yeah, no worries, man. I couldn't believe how hot Texas was, dude. I was just out there in Austin. I was dripping, dude. Like, I thought Florida was hot. No.
Nah, I just came from outside. I was playing basketball, and I just left in the middle of the game because I had been out there an hour before the game started, and I was starting to get dizzy. I was like, I need to get back inside.
No, I'm not. I felt like I had a head. Like one day we were walking pretty far, and I was like, I feel like I literally just got a headache from the heat.
Oh, you just got to carry a gallon with you, man. You'll get dehydrated really easily.
Well, I just stopped wearing socks and underwear the whole trip. I mean, I just said, fuck it all, dude.
It makes you want to take your skin off. Some days it's like, I wish I could get out of my skin if that was possible.
And I'm not even I'm not exaggerating. Anyways, so DeAndre, talk to me. You calling in for some paper, or you just want to chop it up?
Both if it's possible.
Cool, man. So what's on your mind tonight? And then we'll worry about the money at the end of the conversation.
Well, I'm the author of this book. I'm working to be like you. I'm growing my YouTube channel.
Wait. Hold that book back now, man. Hold on 1 second. For the Out of the Ashes, Finding Purpose in Your Pain. Wow, that's really dope. That's actually finding your purpose in the pain. That's really dope, man. That's awesome.
Appreciate it.
I'm gonna write this down. Hold on. If you don't mind, actually, you could even reach out to me on Instagram. I'd like to get a copy of that.
Yes, sir. If you give me a good mailing address, I'll mail you a signed copy.
Okay, yeah, my address is. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna say that on the air. Wait, out of the ashes. What did it say? I'm sorry, I'm writing that down.
Finding the purpose in your pain.
Dude, yeah, definitely hit me up on Instagram. I'd like to talk about that. That's sick. So you actually have copies of this. When did you write this book?
I wrote it in 2020, the perfect time, but also the worst time because I had all this free time because I'm in education and we did a bunch of virtual work. So when I wasn't at work, I spent all that extra free time working on it. But also due to COVID, everything was so restricted. We had the mask on, so I couldn't really promote it when it came out. But now, since September, I really locked in on my social media and my speaking career outside of education. I've made $14,000 since September to now just cold emailing. So any money I could put towards marketing and eventually getting to where I could hire more people, because most of that money came from me just cold emailing. So it's like, if I could get that much by myself, if I could hire people to help me do that. And I'm big on just helping people find their purpose, because I feel like most people get in debt, or most people are addicted to things because they hate their lives. And if they found out what gave them life, then they will want to. I say, don't create a life you hate. You have to escape. Build a life you cannot wait to wake up and experience. When you enjoy your life, you're not as susceptible to just spending money frivolously trying to create a false sense of, fulfillment.
That was actually beautifully put, because I used to be, I guess, what the Red Hot Chili Peppers would call addicted to the shindig. So I used to be big on, there used to be a saying. I was like a local, infamous person. They called it Team Jack's House, because we would throw every weekend. There'd be a party.
Oh, wow.
I wouldn't even plan a party. Come home, there's 40 people in my driveway with a keg.
They already
know what I mean? Up. But what I'm saying is I got out of the party for a little while, but then it kind of sucked me back in. And what I'm trying to say is the 2 nights a week or 3 nights a week, I would be at a house party or at the bar and then back at somebody else's house. Even though I didn't drink that much, I mostly just smoked weed, but that's where the ladies were. So, and then, the fun. But I came to the conclusion around 26 or 27, when I really started YouTube for the first time. I just quit everything. I went stone cold sober. But I realized that me going out for those 4 or 5 hours in the night, all that was me just not worrying about anything in the world for those 5 hours. But I was doing that all the time. And then eventually one day you wake up and that party doesn't do it anymore. You wake up and it's like, the thing I was trying to forget, now I'm at the party and all I can do is think about it. So if that's any way to relate to that, I mean,
yeah, I'm big on end escapism, because at the end of the day, when the high comes down, when the buzz comes down, you're still in the same position and you're broker and you're inebriated. But if you just took that energy and put it into what you really want to do, eventually, it's gonna pay off. And so I'm big on helping people. I believe everyone should put the purpose of their life into one sentence, because when you can do that, every decision might not be easy to make, but it's simple to make. You know what you're supposed to do, where you're supposed to be, and all of that.
Yeah, man, because like I said, it's one of those things where when you're, for me, this is just on my end. Not everybody has the same experience. I get that. But for me, it was kind of like at the party, I'm the man. But then when I woke up in the morning, I'm actually quite the opposite of that. So I totally agree with you, man. Like it because after skateboarding, I felt kind of lost because that was my thing. You know, that's what gave me a reason. You know, and then when I started doing stand-up comedy, that gave me my new reason. And then when I quit that, I was just lost for years. Just restaurant business, trying odd-ass jobs, trying to, you know, I started a carpet cleaning company. Like, I didn't want to do that. That lasted about a year. I was like, I don't want to do this. And no one
But I'm
has
big
carpet
on
anymore.
no experience is wasted because everything you learn throughout every experience built your skill set. And some people say, "Well, I don't want to do YouTube anymore. It's already oversaturated." Blah blah. But I tell people, go to the bread aisle. When you go down the bread aisle, you're gonna see wheat, rye bread, Wonder bread, grape, all these different breads. And I'm gonna tell them, go back in a month. You're still gonna see, even though it's all bread, somebody says, "My favorite is Wonder bread. My favorite is this." So with your unique experiences, even though you're doing YouTube, you bring a unique perspective. And so that's why I encourage everybody, don't not do something because you're like, oh, it's so many people doing it. No one's lived your life and did it. So it's still going to be different.
You got an awesome point. That's how I tried to ask that 21-year-old kid earlier, if anything's possible, what would you want to do? And not everybody knows, and that's cool. But the moment you do think, oh, I could do this thing, whatever the fuck it is, you know, I guess just don't be afraid to do it, because I see it too many times, man. Like, I can't believe how many people, they'll ask me and I have no problem, you know, even when people were kind of like laughing at me, not with me, you know, because I
Yeah.
wasn't successful. And I'd had no problem telling them, oh, I do stand-up comedy. That's my Instagram. I don't care if the numbers were shit. That's what I'm doing. I'm actually doing it. They could judge me all they want, but I can't believe how many people are just too afraid to say it out loud.
I want to help people because most people, they think that they're afraid of failure. And some people say you're afraid of success. I say we're not afraid to fail. We're afraid of not succeeding by a timeline we gave ourselves. So in our mind, we
I'm
say
guilty.
it's going to take 3 months for this stand-up comedy to take off. And when 3 months happens and it doesn't get to the point we imagined it at 3 months, we think we're a failure, even though, let's say you just added 300 subscribers between then and now. You're just focused on, but I'm not getting $1 million, but I'm not at one of these big shows. So I tell people, set goals, but shout out to Emmanuel Acho. It's better about having objectives and celebrating your effort, because your effort is the only thing you can control. So like I said, September, I really like to start sending code emails every day. I've sent like over 1,500 emails since then. And then on each of those emails is anywhere from 10 to 200 people attached. And I've only gotten like 12 gigs since then, but that's how I got the money. And it's about just saying every day, did I send emails? I'm proud of myself for sending emails. Did I go to the gym? I'm proud for just showing up. Yeah, the workout might be a crappy workout today, but I showed up. And if you keep showing up, something good is going to happen. But you got to release yourself from, it has to happen by this time. And success, the key to success is just you didn't quit. Your YouTube is at 74,000 and it's going to get to 100 because you show up every day. It's really that simple. We keep watching all these videos trying to get information. The biggest advice I would tell people is take action, because some of the information you're only going to find when you get started. If you keep waiting to know everything, by the time you know everything, it's going to be outdated anyway.
No, that was beautiful, man. Showing up's actually the hardest part. And you're 1,000% correct on when I started stand up, I honestly thought within 6 months I was going to be out. And then within a year, I just stopped doing it. And then I would do it again, quit, do it again, started YouTube. It didn't work in a year, quit, you know. And the first time I ever was successful with anything was skateboarding, and then the gym. And that had nothing to do with money. But it taught me that if I showed up long enough, I could do it. I could get results. And then, you know, just something even simple like that. But anyways, man, what's your definitely hit me up on Instagram. I definitely want to check this book out and we could talk some business on that.
Yeah.
Like for real. And then what do you want to do? Zelle or Cash App?
You can do Cash App.
All right. And then You got to give me the exact name. You're gonna have to spell it out for me. Just to
Got
play
you.
it safe.
You good. D as in dog, J
Mhm.
as in Jack,
Mhm.
L as in Larry, inspires with the S. DJL inspires. And that's all of my social medias as well.
Okay, I could barely spell INSPIRE.
ES.
ES, got it. Inspires. DJL inspires. That just like
Yes,
that.
sir. Just like that.
Yeah,
DJinspires.com. DJ Inspires on all social medias.
that's awesome,
YouTube,
man.
everything.
Let's chop it up. Hit me up in the DMs. I want to talk to you about this book thing because another guy offered me to do an audio book thing, so maybe we could possibly do something. But
Yes,
we'll
sir.
talk about that, man. Enjoy your night, and then I'm gonna zip that over to you later tonight. Okay?
Appreciate you.
No problem, man. Hey, good shit too, by the way. Like I agree with everything you said.
Thanks for having me on, man.
Of course, man. Good guy. I like that dude. All right. All right. Who's going to be next here? All right. We're going to do Carlos. You're coming in next. And then we'll keep the party moving after that. All right, we got $2 from J Dog, West Side. Because my dream job would be helping people build wealth. See, it could be something so simple like that. Like when I was 16, my dream job was skateboarding for a living. Simple. I know it's crazy. It's bananas to even have that thought, you know, but I was so in that world. Put it this way. You can look this guy up. His name's Zion Wright. Okay. Local skateboarder here. When I lived out in California, when I was 24 to 25, this guy was living on my couch. Young kid. Just living on the couch. Going for his dream. He had a few sponsors, nothing crazy. Now he's in the fucking Olympics. Red Bull. Vans. He's got his face at the Vans store on the wall. You know, so just to paint some perspective, you know, when you see this shit in person and you see people do, you know, when I saw my brother go, this is simple, right? My best friend, my brother, he's a machinist. So about 6-7 years ago, he was flat broke, living in his dad's house, hating himself. And he said, I'm going to make 6 figures. I'm going to get this machinist job. He goes, I'm going to buy a fucking house. I'm going to get married. And he goes, I'm going to have a truck and I'm going to have a piece of shit car. 7 years later, everything. My godson's going to be due in October. I know. Yeah. I'm not going to go too much into his back life, but let's just say total 180. Like I was like way ahead of him for a long time, and he surpassed the shit out of me. All just by kept showing up. I couldn't be more happy for him. And I see him every week. That's my boy. All right. Jay Habits with the $2. We've done, 3 giveaways so far? We got 2 more giveaways to do, brother. And Carlos, you're coming on next. Give me a moment here. All right. Oh, hot damn. We got 100 big ones from downtown. Thank you. Seriously. Wow. Compromise principles. Thank you, dude. Seriously. Good man. Good man. All right. Who we got? Carlos, you're coming in. Give me one more moment. Thank you so much for the $100, man. Like, seriously. That's unreal. I'm going to give that right to my AC guy. Thank you. Retro Game Lounge. I hope you're feeling better, brother. Thanks for the $5. Keep up the good work. Put this towards the fun. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate that. All right. Who did I say was next? Carlos, you're coming in. 3, 2, 1. It's Carlos. Carlos, can you hear me, brother?
I can hear you just fine.
My man. So how old are you? Where are you calling from, brother?
I am 33. I'm calling from Bloomington, Indiana. I've talked to you a couple times in the past, and I'm the one that has 4 kids, single dad, 4 kids.
Yeah. I remember. I'm just, new people.
Yeah. Cool thing though is that you said you were in Tampa, St. Pete area not too long ago. I actually grew up in Bradenton, which is just right over the Skyway Bridge.
Yep, that's right there.
So yeah, I grew up. That's where I lived for 22 years, and I've been living in Indiana for a decade now. So, yeah, it's just cool that you were in that area. I know it very well.
Well, that's awesome, man. I wish you could have came out to the show, dude. So you calling in for some cash tonight, or you just wanted to chop it up?
Oh, well, you can use that to your discretion. When I hear about free money, it's kind of like the stimulus checks, whoever was giving out, who I was going to vote for. When it came to the presidential election. But yeah, I hear money. I have, I'll be honest with you. That's why I say you can use your discretion. I have 12 grand in the bank right now. I don't have debt. I have a decent job, but when it comes to taking kids anywhere, I just took my son to the zoo. One of my kids to the zoo today because the other 3 siblings were with some friends, and the whole day cost me $150 just for 2 people. Yeah, in Indianapolis.
No, my dad used to say this all the time when he was still sharp between the ears. He'd go, oh, it's going to cost an arm and a leg and money.
Yeah.
It's a stupid little bit, but it always worked. At least with me, I laughed every time. But you know what? You said you're a single dad of 4 kids, correct?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you're gonna get that fucking $100, man. I don't.
Hey, like that's why I said use that discretion. Like I said, I have money in the bank. I was honest about that. It's there.
No.
I just don't. I have it.
Whoever fucking shows up, they get the money. That's how this works.
Yeah.
I don't care. Okay, if you had like 100 grand in the bank, I'd be like, all right, let's keep.
Yeah.
Well, let's be honest here. 33 years old, 12 grand. You get 4 kids.
Yeah, there's not a lot of people doing that.
No. I'm saying it's still pretty not great. I mean, it's great.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But
No,
12 grand can disappear really fucking quick. That's all I'm saying.
And like I have it in a high yield savings account. I have a 2006 Toyota Sienna that's like pushing 300,000 miles, but the thing won't die. So I'm like expecting it to go out anytime, but it just runs just fine. Like it just feels like it's never going to die out when I know it's going to at some point. But if you look at the data, I mean, the one of the guys that you talked to earlier, the very first guy talked about Dave Ramsey. I mean, the data, because I listened to Dave Ramsey too, the data out there, I think it's like 60% of Americans don't have $1,000 in the bank to cover emergencies. Like it's just, the data's there. So when I look at myself with 4 kids and 12 grand in the bank, I'm doing a lot better than a lot of people out there. So it can be, it can be done. Just don't have debt. Have debt.
Now, look, if you were 23 calling in, you got 12 grand in the bank, no kids. Maybe I'd be like, next week. Let me ask you a question. We're gonna keep the show moving.
All right.
So you said you're single dad, right?
Yeah.
All right. So does the mom? I'm forgetting our conversations before. Does the mom ever get custody or anything, or like how do you handle that? Like how is that even possible?
The mom can only see the kids once a week for 2 hours. And I told it, like, this was 3 weeks ago when I was on your show again. But she got in a very abusive relationship, and me providing that information to the judge and evidence and everything like that, like, she really has to prove herself to the judge that she's turning the corner. And she has, from the steps she's made, she has gotten away from the guy, but the judge is expecting her to go to therapy because my ex-wife brought out in court that she had a traumatizing childhood. So in the state of Indiana, mental health is a huge thing to have more custody of your kids. So that's something that's being expected out of her, but she hasn't made the steps to do that. So, I mean, it could be a good long time before she gets any kind of decent custody. It'll be a long time if it becomes 50-50. But the crazy thing in Indiana is even if the parents have 50-50 custody, most likely I'm going to be making more than she does. I would have to pay child support.
Whoa. So you would have to pay child support even though she doesn't have the kids?
If it was a 50-50 arrangement.
Oh, okay. I missed that.
Yeah, if it was a 50-50 arrangement and she wasn't making as much as I was, I would have to pay child support, which I think is completely unfair, and just shows how the system is jacked. But I don't have to worry about that anytime soon because she has so many steps that she has to go through to even get to that point. So
yeah, dude, it's so crazy with like. I'm gonna end on this note real quick. Let me get sure you want Zelle or Cash App.
Cash App.
God, you fucking Cash Appers over here, bro. What the hell, bro? All right, what's the spell it out for me like a small child, okay?
All right, it's JW CARLOS Carlos 1991.
1991. All right, cool. So this is what I was going to say. It just blows my mind. So listen to this shit. So my first ever real girlfriend that I had sex with, okay? Because I had a girlfriend before that, but that was just like HJs and, just classic like 14-year-old stuff. Way too much information, I know. But my first real girlfriend, she still hits me up till this day. She thinks we're soulmates. So she's got 4 kids, 2 different dudes. She doesn't have custody of any of them. And so every couple of years, I'll pick up the phone just to hear what's next with this girl.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's just more like, let me see where she's at in life. Okay. Is it your 11th stay in rehab? What is it this time? So the last one I picked up a few months ago had another baby with another dude, with the 3 other kids with another guy who lives with him and their parents. She doesn't have custody. The other one, the other kid that she just had, fresh newborn, like 6 months old. The dude she got with is such a fucking loser, on top of her being a loser. No offense, but this is the truth.
Yeah.
It's the truth. The baby is in nobody's custody now. It's in the state's custody, DCF. And I'm just sitting here like, there's like decent guys and girls out here that just can't even seem to get a relationship or have a kid. Meanwhile, you got like these fucking jamokes out here just popping them out. Just like, no game plan, no nothing. Fuck it. Whatever happens. I just can't believe it. I just really can't.
Yeah.
Can't even. I'm just shocked. This is the best one. I'm gonna let you go. So I go up. I go up. I'm not gonna say anybody's names here. So I go visit a friend. Let's just say that acquaintance of mine in another state. It was about 4 or 5 months ago. I'm up there, and his girlfriend's best friend comes through. She's a hot little thing. I get it. She's cute. Brings her newborn with her. Okay. Like newborn, like 3 months old, fresh, right out the oven. So she's all flirting with me and shit. And, I'm cool, just being cool. But, I go, where's the dad at? She's like, oh, he wanted nothing to do with the kid. But I just, I'm 31 now. I just wanted to have a kid. And I'm just sitting there like, I'm like, what? I keep running into this though. This is just one story. This keeps happening with all these people
Yeah.
I meet. I meet so many people. And but here's the best part. Next day in the morning, I'm staying at these people's house. My boy comes up and he's like, "Hey man, she thought you were really hot. She wants to hook up."
Of course.
And I go, yeah. I said, call her up, bring her over. We'll put the kid in the other room. Like,
That's terrible.
I'm like, what? I'm sitting. And most guys would.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I've done that. I'm not gonna lie. I've done that.
What did I say?
I've done it. I'm sorry.
He's like, I needed some. I get it because she was really hot. She's super fine. I do get it. But I'm sitting there like, really? Like, anyways, Carlos, I'm going to send you that money later. But I'm going to keep the call moving.
Yeah.
Whatever, man.
Hey, I got more stories for you. Like I said, I watch your show a lot, so later on I'll tell you some more stories.
Yeah, you're always welcome to call in, brother. I'm gonna keep this moving. Take it easy.
Yeah,
I'm gonna send you that money
you
later,
too.
all right? God, people, man, you gotta love it. Jackson Cagle with the big 5 ones, the big fiver. Thank you, brother. Another $5 from David. He goes, jobs today. Work for years, get a paycheck that won't cover the pants to wear. May as well go pantless. Am I right? What a world. Yeah, no, for real. I get most of my pants from the thrift shop. I got a few good pairs. Don't get me wrong. I got, one. I keep pants for a long time. So if I drop $100 on a pair of pants, I have them for 5 years. You do the math. It's not that expensive if you look at it in the long run. $2 from JT Coin Rigs. What's up, brother? All right. Who's next? All right. Let's get D. All right, let's get a woman in here. Emma, you're coming up next. This person goes, I don't have $1 to my name at the moment. I don't know what to do. I quit door dashing because tips are non-existent anymore. Yeah, man. Some places just suck too. I forget about that. Like, I live in an area where there's like pretty good amount of opportunity. So maybe like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I wouldn't DoorDash either. I mean, actually, I would. I would do whatever I'd have to do. But what are you supposed to do? Go get 2 $10 an hour jobs? I mean, if you have to, but yeah, I don't know. I wish I had an answer for you on that one. But if they're not tipping, then fuck them. I wouldn't even do it either. All right, who's next? Emma, you're coming in. Give me one moment here. Trying to get through these comments here. This person, Miami Margaret, goes, I want to fuck you like an animal. I don't know if she's talking to me, but rare. Anyways, I'm getting carried away here. If you can't beat them, join them. All right. I'm sitting over here wanting to get married and have a kid shit. All right. Let me have my fun. I'll meet the one. Honestly, I think I may have met the one. I could be totally wrong, so I'm not counting on it. But I'm going to keep checking it out, though. You know what I mean? Take it real slow. Keep my options open. But she's just as crazy as I am. And I think I might need that in my life. All right. Roman Wild with the $5. He goes, I've been on kidney dialysis for 4.5 years, worked 2 jobs. I'm only 48. Love your channel. I'm also looking for a kidney donor. If anybody wants to donate a kidney to some random stranger on the internet, okay, that would probably make breaking news. Okay, so we change some lives out here. All right, that would be crazy. He's like, who donated you the kidney, sir? He's like, well, I was on a live stream and this person. That would be so fucked. That would be nuts. It would break the mold. That would go viral. Could possibly change some lives. Good luck with that kidney, though. I'm not trying to joke that off. I hope you find someone to get a kidney from. And yeah, that's crazy, dude. That's nuts. 48 kidney shit. That's wild, man. Isaiah's Anything Show got $2. Thank you. He goes, 21 years old, outside the box conversation. Hey, we try and get weird over here. Oh, this person goes, don't do it, Jack. Crazy doesn't age well. Yeah, I mean, okay, when I say crazy, I don't mean like nuts. I just mean she's out there. Like she's funny too. Like, no offense, but I rarely meet a woman who makes me laugh like in person. Usually I only see them on the TV. So it's kind of unexpected, and I've known this person a long time. So I'm sitting there like, huh? Like, really? So you never know. All right, Emma, you're coming in. I'm just spitballing here, guys. It's no big deal. Okay. I really don't know. I'm having a fun time. All right, Emma, you're on, sugar.
Hey.
So welcome back. But for the new people watching, how old are you and where are you calling from?
Yeah, I've been on your show for a few times.
I know.
Yeah, I am 31. I'm from New Jersey.
So, oh, that's right. You are from Jersey. So, Emma from New Jersey. What's going on upstairs? You calling in for some cash tonight, or you just wanted to chop it up, or both?
I think I'm doing okay. I actually have. I think you remember from my first call in. I'm a teacher at a high school, but I took a second job, so sometimes I work 12-hour days, and then I just took a third job. This like mobile paint and sip. So my car has all these easels and canvases and paint, and I go out to different events and I do paint and sip events. So I took on a third job just because I had my weekends free, and I'm really trying to like get myself situated. Because the videos you put out, they are inspiring. I want to get on my A game. I want to be. I'm a future planner. You want to plan for the future, and I feel a lot of people, especially the Gen Zers, you hear people throw around like the doom spending and the doom scrolling, and I'm trying to stay as far away from that as I can.
I get it. I mean, but to be fair, like I know sometimes I try and keep shit light. I know we talk about like a lot of negative stuff, but this is stuff I care about, so that's why I talk about it. Because it's hard. Like, when do you want to go to dinner, right? Like, what am I gonna go over to my brother's house at dinner, and all we're gonna do is talk about how bad shit is? It's like a place to talk about it. But and I think it's totally cool to live your life. Like, I don't want to say I've never spent some money, because I have. Oh, I've made some reckless decisions, and I learned my lesson. But at the same time, so you got to live a little bit of your life. But so, like, let me get this straight. So you're a school teacher. Do you get a pension for that still, or they take that away now?
No, I do have a pension. It's taken out of your check, but because I have a pension, when you work for a company, typically they match your 401, and I do drop into my 403, but because I'm getting a pension, they don't match it, which is kind of like, oh man, so I'm getting the pension taken out, the 403 taken out, and then the health benefits, and then the union, and so the check I get is cut substantially, and it's just, that's why I have 3 jobs, because I'm just like, wow, my God. What do you do? What do you do?
But I'm assuming you enjoy teaching, right?
Yeah, very much so. I've been teaching for a while.
And then do you enjoy the painting thing you're doing?
I love painting. It's definitely a huge pastime.
Well, there you go. So that's awesome. Like, I was talking to somebody recently, and they just work 40 hours a week. They're doing good. And then they were like, yeah, I used to DJ all the time, but, I just haven't done it. And I was like, well, why don't you go do that? Like, because I've worked at so many bars that, like, I know you could make $150 to like $300 depending on your cachet or your carte blanche, if you will, your clout, whatever.
Yeah.
And even if you were like no name guy, though, you could still make $150 a night just to go play some music and be a DJ. And I was like, well, why aren't you doing that? That sounds like a lot of fun, and you'll probably meet women. I mean, it makes sense, and then you don't have to spend any money on. They're going to be spent all the money on right there. Not to make it all about women, but just, if I was a musician, that's what I would be doing that. Just a thought.
It sounds like a fun gig. And so, yeah, you're right. It's nice to do something that you enjoy. I think like some other person, I forget, DeAndre was saying that, you want to wake up, you want to, look forward to your day. It's a terrible thing when you wake up and you're just like, oh my God, I don't even want to get up right now.
Like another one too. Like my ex-girlfriend, right? 3 nights a week, she teaches like a dance class. Like, yeah, she only makes like $50 a class, but it's fun. It's a workout. It's something she enjoys. Another one of my homies, super successful, by the way, he walks dogs because he likes dogs.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't even need the money, but he's like, hey, it's an extra $200 a week, and I enjoy animals. Yeah. And I was like, just outside the box shit. Like I did skateboarding lessons a couple times because one of my friends, Jeremiah, did them. And I was like, wait, so you mean to tell me they're paying you $100 an hour to go skateboard? He was like, yeah. I said, sign me up. So I
Right.
did it for a little bit, but I was so, I was like, okay, I was getting older. So it was kind of, I was just kind of like, let me focus on this other thing that I really want to do. And I'll just skate for fun. But I did it like 3 times and it was fun. I got to go like, fucking skateboard and get paid for it. I was like, what a beautiful world,
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but you know what? We're still gonna send you some cash. You know what? You call in here all the time. What's your Zelle or your Cash App?
Oh, what? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is how this goes. Okay.
Okay. Why not? Oh, thank you. I wasn't calling in for, but if like the other guy said, up to your discretion. I'm not gonna say no.
Hey, look, you're working 3 jobs, sweet cheeks. You're getting some money.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Let's do Cash App.
Cash App. Cash App reigns supreme, man. All right, so spell it out for me. We don't want to mess this up.
It's Hamlet, 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 and then Ham, HAMHAM.
Wait. HAME or wait, what was it? HAM?
HAMLET, like the Shakespeare
Got it.
play. And then HAMHAM, HAMHAM.
We got some very very interesting Cash App names. Yeah, my Cash App name's actually Johnny Longcoat. I don't know why I made it that, but I get a kick out of it every time. I don't want you guys to send me any money, by the way. I'm getting all these names here, and I'm like, yeah, I got some weird ones in this. All right, so you got anything else on your mind, or we'll keep the show moving?
No, I'm just calling into. I've definitely turned a corner, and I think your videos, and I watch this other YouTuber, Caleb Hammer. Have you know?
Yeah. He just roasts people for.
I know he just he freaks out.
Yeah, he starts yelling at him.
He's like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
I'm like, oh, he's yelling. I go, that's a good. I go, he knows what he's doing.
I know, that cracks me up.
Yeah. Like I like to pretend like I'm gonna yell at people and stuff and get up and break shit, but like when it comes down to it, I just, I don't actually. It's kind of sometimes I'll do it. Sometimes I want to drop kick people right through the screen. I really do.
Yeah.
But anyways, best of luck to you, and hopefully you find a. I don't want to make assumptions here, but hopefully you could find yourself a good dude that you could split the bills with.
I know, that's the thing.
And then when the time comes, you could take all of his shit, and you'll be set. If I was a woman, I'd play the game, baby.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just kidding. I'd probably be really nice, and I'd be like my ex girlfriend was married for like 12 years, and so she wasn't with many men, but it was actually the husband's idea to leave. She didn't want to,
right?
And he never had sex with anybody else, so he wanted to explore.
Yeah,
and she wasn't cool with that, so they split.
Yeah.
But I remember being like, wait a minute, so you mean to tell me you didn't take anything, and you guys have a kid together? She goes, nope. I go, oh. I go, she's a good one. But at the same time, I was kind of like, you're kind of hurting yourself here, only because whatever, we're not going to get into her history. She's X for a reason. But anyways, Emma, thanks for calling in, and I will zip you that a little bit of that Kosloiso later tonight, okay?
Thank you so much. Good seeing you.
Absolutely. I'll see you next time. All right. You know what? We already gave out the whole 500, but fuck it. We're gonna add another 100. One more 100. But this time I'm gonna be picky on who I'm picking. All right, Brian. Oh, I see Brian Fritz. He's in there. You guys can't see him. It looks like the Brady Bunch show with all these little like guys down there. They're all just like head bobbling around. It's actually kind of funny from my end. Brian's going loco, man. He is. But Brian might just get it just for dancing. I mean, seriously, this is unreal. All right, Wally's been waiting forever, and Marcus. So I'm gonna get these gentlemen in on here. And apparently, Phil here. Wait, where'd Phil go? Apparently, Phil is stoned out of his mind. I'm digging it, brother. Good for you, man. Enjoy your night. All right, we got $5 from this dude. He goes, I'm a single father. I hope I win the giveaway so I can fight my custody case. All right, god damn it. How much money are we giving out here? I'm gonna write this shit down now. This is fucked. I'm gonna go broke doing all this. It's cool. It's all good. I'll live in one of my 3 cars. That's fucked up. All right. I'm gonna write that down. Let's see if I can maneuver some money. No, I actually got some people I could call. Maybe we could hook this guy up. Maybe. I'm not making any guarantees, but I'm gonna write it down. Possibly forget about it. Just being honest. All right, Wally, you're coming in, brother. 3, 2, 1. It's Wally.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Well, what's up, man? So,
Man,
how old are you? Where are you calling from, my man?
My bad. Yeah, I'm 27. I'm calling from Jeffersonville, Indiana. Living in Louisville for a little bit. It's really just 20 minutes down the road. So yeah, but
nice, man. Hell yeah,
yeah,
dude.
for sure.
We got
How
it.
you doing
You're
today?
you're the second Indiana guy tonight.
Yeah, for sure. He's way north. I'm way like literally. You cross the Kentucky border. It takes you about like 15, 20 minutes. So
Okay, well, I'm trying to conquer the whole state, so that's a good start.
hey, yeah, that's a good start for sure.
So, what's on your mind tonight, Big Daddy?
Well, I'm kind of still like formulating this idea, but just bear with me. But I feel like a lot of people, when it comes to like finances and stuff like that, they don't understand like where they fall in a hierarchy now. Like living in America is good because, you go from being poor or a peasant, as they would call it other places, to being, a king. But everybody in America, like they just want to live like a king, and like they're taking the shortcut routes. But in reality, if they just limited their expenses and try to make as much as they can, try to do as little as they can, but find like low value or just stuff that don't cost a lot of money. Well, actually, low value wouldn't be a good thing. Stuff you can get value out of, but it don't cost a lot of money. Like people don't understand that, that's the thing. You got those people that want to go to the club every week and they got the car payment and they got crazy rent. And so it's just people got to understand, like, even if you started out poor and say you want to have kids, now people that don't want to have kids, like, do your thing, like spend all the money you want. Like, it probably ain't that big a reason for you to save, but if you want to have kids and you might not have it, you got to leverage whatever knowledge and resources you got so that you could leave them with something. That way, they could turn that into something. Like, it's up to their discretion if they want to, build on what you started and, turn that into something. So that's kind of just like where my mindset's at. Like, I know I want to have kids and stuff like that. So I've made a lot of sacrifices that way that, when I do have kids, I'll be able to pass the knowledge down to them and just be able to at least give them a house. Like, that's my goal, is at least be able to have them a house. If it's not paid off, like as close as I get it. And so yeah, that's pretty much,
No, that's awesome, man. Because at 27, I could be wrong. You guys tell me if I'm bugging out, but 27 is like that age, at least for me and everybody around me. All my friends were around the same age. Like 27's that year where you go, holy shit, I'm going to be 30. It's like that's all 27 was for me. And then when you turn 30, you go, oh, this is not that bad. This is great. And now that I'm 34, I'm like 40's around the corner, but, but 27's like that age where I was like, I need to get my shit together. I was like, I thought I had my stuff together.
Right.
But really, I was like, the whole 30 thing was just looming over me. Like, I need a game plan. Luckily, things are working out. But I remember being so stressed at 27, dude. Like, you shouldn't even be stressing out at 27. Like,
that's real.
You shouldn't be. But I was bugging, dude. Oh, this person goes, make it 700. You know what? We fucking will. You know why? Because some super kind person, hold on one second, Wally. Thank you for the $5, Clay. I appreciate that. But somebody just looked like they dropped a big one in here. So
let
me
call you back. I'm listening to you. Sorry, I'm not.
No, you're good. You're good. Erman, my boy, rolling heavy. We're gonna make it 700. All right, we got $2 more $100 to give out tonight. Fuck it, why not? Who cares?
I did say that. I'm sorry, my bad. It's your show, my bad. Go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. I keep cutting you off like a dickhead. He goes, don't know if you get all of it with the fees. We get enough. YouTube's got to get their cut. Sorry, Wally.
Well, I guess everybody throwing his 100 out here. Because I did say that I'd do without it, but I did just come off a cruise, so I literally just left Florida actually yesterday. And so, but yeah, it was a good little cruise and whatnot. And I guess I'll take that 100 to recoup, if up to your
Wally,
discretion, of course, But
no. Wally, here's the deal, dude. Okay. What would you rather me do? Some guy call in and say, I'm addicted to heroin. I don't help anybody but myself. I rob people. Would you rather
Right.
me give that guy $100?
Nah, probably not. Nah.
I mean, you guys heard what he said, right? He's trying to be responsible. He wants to have a kid, right? He wants a house. Like, Wally, what are you doing? If you don't mind me asking, what are you doing to acquire dollar bills? If you don't mind me asking.
So I work for the railroad. I'm a conductor now.
Oh
I've been
shit,
doing
they
it
pay
for
pretty
a
well,
few years.
right?
Yeah, it pays pretty good. I mean, you don't have any any social life, but I mean, it is what it is. Like you said, when you get to 27, like all that, having fun, it's like it's cool to do, but I want to be able to get ahead in life. So, I'd rather be, 50, 60 chilling versus, still having to bust my ass every day. So,
Well, here's the cool thing. I was joking about this with a couple of my friends. We're all 34, 35. And I said, wow, we went from being like these party animals to being super dialed. But it's funny because now that we're all at a level where we're able to actually, if we want to go out and do something, no big deal. It's Gucci.
right.
We're at the point where it's like, I got it. No, I got it. We're arguing over the bill like old people. And but it was cool because I was like, we just took a little like cool 5-year break and got our shit in order. And now that we got our stuff going, we can now start to have a little bit of fun. But just learn how to have the right amount of fun and not like every Friday, Saturday night I'm going, gangbusters and just getting loose and just blowing bread, But
That's understandable.
all right, before I'm gonna take down your information. Do you wake up every morning and just go, I've been working on the railroad?
Hey,
Okay.
it's like the running joke. All my buddies, they sing it to me. That's hilarious. Unfortunately, so I'm on call, so it's kind of weird. Like it'll really trip you out if I try to sit down and like narrow down everything that I do and all that. But so
It's
I'm on
cool.
call, so I might
It's cool. It's cool. All right, Wally, lay it on me. You want let me guess, cash out?
cash up. Yeah, that's cool. That's fine. That's the easier thing.
All right, so spell it out
What's
for
the
me.
score right now? Cash App undefeated is looking like, huh?
Oh, dude, we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-0. Cash App's in the lead.
Well, yeah.
Sponsored by Cash App. No, I'm just kidding.
We'll make it simple for you. My Cash App is Lil Wait, so LILWAIT.
LILWAIT.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
You had the easiest one of the night.
Pretty
Hot
simple,
damn.
yeah.
I'm gonna make it $101 just for that. An extra
Oh man, I
buck.
appreciate
Hold on, let me
I
write that
appreciate it
down.
a lot.
I will forget. Hold on. No, I'm setting 101. We're gonna add that extra one just for being the easiest name of the night. Wally, dude, awesome talking to you, man.
Appreciate
Congrats, and I look forward to hearing from you in like 5 years and all those things
for
coming
sure.
true.
I won't say
brother.
can I squeeze out a little. I've been watching your channel, and I want to say whenever I want to because I got a cash car myself. My first car was a Honda Accord. It lasted me 3 years till I got into a wreck with it. I feel like I would probably still have it today. And now I got like a Dodge Ram, and sometimes I get that ick. I got a 2006 Dodge Ram now, but sometimes I get that ick, and I'm like, man, I could use a new car, and I can afford it. But a lot of time I just watch your videos, and it's like, man, maybe I don't want a new car. I hear $700 and $600 car payments, and I'm like, nah.
Dude, the only I'm gonna let you go after this. The only way you're like, if you want to experience the hard way, every single person with a car payment, I guarantee you, it doesn't hit them till 6 months in.
Right.
It don't hit them till 6 months in, and until you don't care about the car anymore, that's when it hits you. So honestly, bro, you're 27. By the time you're 30, if you just keep chilling, stacking paper, you just go buy whatever fuck car you want. I mean, well, within reason, obviously.
That's a true story.
I don't want to say any car. I don't want to like be. Anyways, Wally, you're out of here. I'm gonna zing you that cash later, brother.
I appreciate it, man. You have a good one.
I'll take it easy. Good man. All right. Let's keep the party moving, girl. All right. And thank you, Ermin, for the $100. If you're the same Ermin from the stand-up show, Hot damn, brother. My boy. I'm coming to that wedding. All right. I'm trying to go to everybody. I want to go to a bunch of people's weddings. Just don't even know them. That's how I want to live my life. Like, oh, what'd you do this weekend? I just ended up at a bachelor party. I don't even know these guys. And they're like, no. I go, yeah. Why not? Why not? All right. Isaiah's Anything Show. He goes, $5. Thank you. In your chat, got some big plans. Let's go help some people. Damn right. People helping people, man. Church with the steeple. All right. Who's next? Marcus, you've been waiting forever. I see Brian. I see you freaking out in there. Eddie, I see you in there, brother. Elliot. All right. You know what? How long we've been going? All right. We're going to start doing some three-way calls with y'all. All right. We got to start burning through some of this shit because it's getting packed in here. All right. So we're going to do Marcus and we're going to do Marcus and I'm going to do Brian. I'm going to get Marcus up in here and we're going to get a little three-way going with you boys. Sounds kind of weird, but why not? Marcus, you're live, brother.
How you doing?
Oh, great, man. So what's percolating on your mind tonight, brother?
Well, I had a interesting day today. One of my friends had a diabetes episode, so I had to take him to the hospital. I'm just sitting outside a tea shop right now, just waiting for him to get discharged so we can get home.
Damn.
Yep.
That's a gnarly. Hey, it's a good friend, man.
I mean,
good man. You got to be there, man. You got to be there for him. So, talk to me, Marcus. Were you calling in for some bread, or are you just calling in to chop it up?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I could use a little help right now.
All right. How many we got right now? Hold on. We got 6 down. I know I said Brian was dancing down there. We might have to divvy up I already told Brian, we might have to do 50-50 between you and Brian. You cool with that?
That's cool.
Or you guys want to rock, paper, scissors for it? I could bring him on.
No. It's fine. It's fine.
That would be fun, though.
It would be fun, but let's just keep it light. All
right. Okay, so all right, so you're helping out the homie with diabetes. So tell me, what's going on with your life, man? How's work? How's everything? What's going on with you?
I've been at this landscaping company for about 13 months now. We're in Savannah, Georgia, so you can kind of understand how when it's wintertime, most people don't want their lawns really done, so the season dips. Money's less in the wintertime. Summer comes around. Obviously, everyone wants their shit cleaned and cut and all the weeds killed and what have you. But this is the state of Georgia, and we do get hurricanes. You're in Florida. I'm sure you get it. We got houses with big ass yards, and a lot of our equipment is way too heavy to put in that lawn when it gets wet. So then all of a sudden we have a really bad week in the summer. So it's an incredibly unpredictable career. I'm trying to move into something outdoors related in the long term, just not necessarily landscaping. Not sure what it's going to be, but being outside's, it's my thing. So I just got to find a career that's more consistent and makes a little more money.
Oh, I'm right there with you. I get it. Like even I know I just do videos. I get that. I'm living like it's pretty easy breezy when it comes to the labor aspect. Obviously, I get to sit down, but I haven't been doing videos outside because it's just been so fucking hot, and then my cameras overheat and all this shit. But I am with you on that. Some of my favorite jobs when I did tear downs and demolitions, so we'd like tear down a house or like a section of a house. I love doing those jobs because half of the day, or not half of the day, but like 2 hours out of the day, we're driving to new neighborhoods. We're driving around. You're hanging out with the boys. You get to get outside. So if I wasn't doing this, and then I wanted to, I would probably find a job where it would be something where like I'm not just going to the same place all the time. It would be like in some kind of a trade or something where I get to travel a little bit, because just going to the same place every day, man. I mean, unless you're making killer money. I mean, if you're making stupid bread, then anything's kind of worth it. But
yeah, exactly.
I would sit in an office for fucking $250,000 a year. You know what I mean? I'd probably be like, well, I'll suck it up for a little while, Yeah. Outside could wait, but that's awesome, man. That's cool, dude. At least how old are you?
27.
27. It's the magical age where the gears start really twisting.
Let
them grind. Let them grind. Yeah. and if you could try and run it up and just own something, it's so easy for me to say that. But like one of my buddies has a boat detailing business because boats are big down here.
Yep.
He started it 2 years ago, and he actually skateboards. I saw him at the skate park recently. He's finally full time with it. Took him 2 years, but I was like, damn. I was like, congratulations, man. You know, because a lot of people say they're gonna go do it.
But that's life. It's hard.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna keep this moving. But thanks for the $5, Kevo. I really or the 666. Yeah, you devil you. All right, Marcus. What's your cash out, brother? We're gonna do a 50-50 split with you and old Brian here.
So it's gonna be all lowercase MVAN.
Hold on 1 second. Okay, hold on. MVAN. MVAN.
Yep. Walks. WALKYS.
WALKYS.
And then KY.
And then KY.
Yes,
so
sir.
MVANWALKYSKY.
Yep.
Hot damn, we got it. All right, man. Well, guess what, dude? I'll look forward to hearing from you in the future when you own your own outside company of some sort.
Well, hey, I appreciate your channel. It means a lot. It means a lot.
No problem, man. It's a start. That's
yes,
a start.
sir.
All right, brother.
Yeah.
All right. Cool guy, man. I know we're kind of rattling through these, but I got a lot of people in the queue, and I just want to make sure we get to everybody. We got another $100 from downtown. I'm getting all excited. I'm just like giving it away. That's fine. I'm having fun. This is good. Thank you. Seriously. The Hollis, I can't fucking read. Find your minds, dig for those dreams. Damn right. Thank you. Seriously, man. I'm going to help some people out. All right. Brian Fritz coming in hot. You're the one. You better be dancing when you get on here. There he is. He's hot damn, brother.
Oh, wow. I'm actually on. I made it.
You made it, man.
Audio's good. I got a headset like you.
Yeah, man. You're sounding great, brother. I'm actually
all right, sweet.
Turn you down just a little.
Oh, it's really sensitive, huh?
No, you're good. I can lower it from here.
Oh, perfect. All right.
All right. Perfect.
Yeah, so I don't even know where to start.
I mean, it looks like you're living in the back of a car.
It's actually one of your few callers ago. I think it was Carlos, a single dad with 4 kids. He had a Toyota Sienna that just wouldn't die.
Yeah.
So I was paying attention. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that actually gave me even more confidence that I made the right decision getting this. It's a 2000 Sienna. I got a solar panel, 100-watt solar panel on the roof, charge controller, 12-volt AGM battery between my mattress and the driver's seat.
Damn, you're doing it.
Yeah, just trying to survive. I'm resourceful and, just trying not to quit.
All right. So, Brian, let me ask you, first of all, my middle name's Brian with an I. Is it with an I for you?
Oh, well, that's my name, Brian Fritz.
No, I know. I'm saying my middle name's Brian.
Yours is. Oh,
yeah.
Yes. Oh, nice.
Yeah, I said it, and it's with an I, not a Y. So,
Oh, yeah, I usually have to clarify that with people. Normally, like I tell them my name is Brian. I have to specify it's Brian with an I because a lot of people, they'll just instinctually put a Y. And I don't know. That's just how they know how to spell Brian.
I just wanted to let you know I see you, man. That's all.
From okay. From one Brian to another. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, exactly.
On,
yeah.
All right. So let's get down to brass tacks here, okay? I'm going to give you some money, but tell us, give us
thank you so much.
So when did this happen? Like, what made you make the jump to, get up in that Toyota? You know what I mean?
I mean, if I gave you the long version of the story, we could be here for like 1 to 2 hours. But
give us clip notes.
Yeah. So basically, I just had a really difficult life. Kind of set me up for like a disadvantage. Kind of fell behind, and it's a long story. But basically, I ended up losing my housing twice during the pandemic. And then that's also when inflation and cost of living, rents, everything just started skyrocketing, especially in the past, couple of years alone. I've been following along with all that, watch all the economic videos and all that stuff, finances. Anyway, so lost of housing. Then I ended up renting a dilapidated RV on the street out near Compton in they call it the Harbor Gateway area. It's been featured on the news.
I know exactly. I know exactly where you're talking about.
Okay, it's perfect. So I was out there.
Out there. I lived out in that area.
Oh, okay. So yeah, okay, you know exactly. All right. So I was renting from a van lord for $400 a month. This dilapidated RV, no running water, no electricity apart from this like smaller solar system. I had smaller solar panels before, connected like a couple old batteries and a little cheap dinky charge controller. That was only power. And then I had this like girl in and out that like I was trying to help her, and she killed the lead acid batteries, running them down way too low.
He was trying to help her, all right.
I'm a hopeless romantic like you. I relate with you a lot of just wanting to find someone to just settle down with and just be happy. You know, just finding the good, woman is on the same page is the hard part.
I can only imagine the conversation. He goes, "Look, I want to settle down with you in this Toyota." Okay.
Well, I mean, that was before I ended up the whole thing basically in a long story short didn't work out. I had a cat. She got sick and I ended up having to put her down. I was all heartbroken over that.
That sucks.
Yeah, I was a cat dad for a while. I've always had cats in my life. My mom had cats. Big old long story, but
I love cats.
Yeah, cats are awesome. I'd love to find like a cat lady, just a sweet little cat lady.
All right, so Brian, so you're living in the van. You're still in Cali, I assume?
Yeah, I've been pretty much from Los Angeles my entire life. Born out here, Monterey Park.
You don't have like any family or nobody you could shack up with?
My mom already died of cancer. My dad moved out of state. He's debating whether or not. Well, he's also transgender. He's a transgender woman. That's a whole nother. I mean, like I said, the long version of the story could be like 1-2 hours, but I'm trying to like cut it, keep it short.
We might have to do a whole private live stream with you, man. This is nuts.
I'm very interesting, unconventional, unbelievable life, to put it mildly. But anyway, so I ended up, I was driving a Ford Focus that, just being honest, this spouse helped get the Ford Focus signed Ford at the dealership and all. I was driving for Uber and Lyft, and I got hit in the side. Someone ran a red light when I was making a U-turn. I was totally, cleared, not at fault. I got settlement money. I bought this Toyota Sienna. And then in January, just recently this year, I got rear-ended really bad just as I got this van, and I was planning, I was trying to have some more stability. I got a full twin mattress in here. It's a regular mattress, not an inflatable. It's a real mattress.
Yeah.
I was trying to just have some more stability, start job hunting again, so I wouldn't have to be doing driving gigs anymore. And then I get into an auto accident, and then I have like all these doctors, chiropractors appointments, x-ray appointments, and I'm going crazy out here. It's depressing. It's stressful. I just get down a lot. I'm supposed to be doing Instacart batches right now, but I'm here.
Hey, well, you're still gonna get paid, and you know what?
Sweet, thank you so much for that, man.
I got more questions for you, but hold on. Let me just get this Cash App, and this is gonna be the last money I'm giving out tonight because we're about to do $750 tonight. I'm gonna give you 100. I was gonna do it to 50, but after the whole,
thank you so much. I could really use that right now.
The whole my mom used to be my dad thing. This has just gone too far here.
It's a really complicated, interesting story. We could, we can have another, show later if you want, but
yeah, we don't need to touch down on all that. But I do have another question for you. But what do you want to do? Cash App or Zelle?
Guess.
Cash App. Got it.
Yep.
Okay.
So it's really easy. It's my name, Brian with an I, BRIAN, FRITZ. And then 126. Brian Fritz, 126.
Brian Fritz, hot damn, brother. All right, so I got one more question.
I was born on 126 at 126, and my channel's Network 126.
This guy's got it. I like you, man. This is great. I'm actually gonna be out in LA probably in August. So hit me up.
Wow, that'd be interesting.
Hit me up on Instagram. I might just do a meetup when I'm out there, maybe at like Venice Beach skate park.
That'd be a very interesting one. Yeah,
where it's just open, and then I could also skate. So that'd be fun.
Do some like live stream with the audience or something too. And
it'd just be a private thing with us.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that.
Like I'll announce it whenever I go out there.
Okay, for sure. Yeah.
Okay, so last question. So you got like do you think you have like a game plan or anything? Like, cause when I was living in my car, honestly, it gave me so much time to really think about what I was going to do. So that's why I'm asking you, like, you've been thinking of some crazy ideas to get out of this, or practical ideas, like.
Well, the original plan was I was gonna, I was using the settlement money that I got from the first accident to buy this van for more stability, so I could go back to job hunting and get some kind of routine going back in my life. And then I get into another accident, and I got another disruption going on. Another thing in the way of potentially going on a job hunt. I'm still a little bit sore too every now and then, like when I twist my back certain ways. I shift the van into reverse because I don't have a rear backup camera in this like I did in the Ford Focus. I actually have to look behind me, and my neck's been cracking more. And it's like it's a noticeable thing. Like ever since that accident, like it's been like cracking a lot more for some reason. I don't know why. That's just how it's been. So I got to go in for an X-ray, and I got these, appointments for a chiropractor.
Ryan, all that stuff aside, you got any crazy idea to get yourself out of this, or are you still thinking of shit?
Well, I mean, like once things settle and I get through all these appointments and stuff, and I'm trying to figure out what to do with the car because it's under my dad's spouse's name, and they live 700 miles away, and I'm trying to like figure out how to like sell the vehicle, and even though they're not here physically, and it's
that's a pain in the ass.
It's just so many complications, just so many things. I just want to work already and be stable and get a routine. It's just
all right. Well, anybody watching that's living out in what part of California? Compton, LA.
Honestly, I'm gonna be real. I have a lot of stalkers from my channel, but I'm in the LA area. We could meet up personally. I'll share with you. We can be in contact. But
what I'm saying is Brian, why don't you give out your Instagram, and anybody who lives in an LA area can hit you up directly. Maybe give you a job is what I'm trying to do. Right.
I'm gonna have to create a whole new Instagram then because I had one and then I deleted it. So
okay. Well, Brian's not prepared. Brian, I want you to call in next Sunday and be able to give out some information.
I mean, I got other things. I could give you a number if we can.
You got it. Well, a phone number might be risky. Let's do. You got an email address?
Sure. Yeah.
All right. What's the email?
Okay. So again, Brian with the I, BRIAN, and then it's all one word. Brian the Computer Guy.
Brian the Computer Guy.
Just as you would expect it to be spelled. Nothing weird.
All right. And that's it? At what?
Yeah, at yahoo.com.
Okay. I'm typing that in the chat. Anybody out in LA that wants to give Brian a job, and he seems like he'd probably be a good time to work with. Might be a little risky. Might have to take a chance on him. But I'm going to put in the chat right now. And Brian, best of luck to you, brother. And definitely call back in. And we'll have more time because you got some crazy shit. I want to hear more.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'll be open to that.
All right,
Thank
man.
you so much.
Expect some money a little later tonight, all right?
Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much.
Brother. Best of luck to you. All right. Wild shit, man. Good God. That's God bless him. All right, we got $2. He goes, got a story about buying a BMW at 19. Yeah, I already know. I already know how that's going to go. Terrible. Made sense at the time, though. You probably look good, though. All right, Candy Cole. Paid my car off, Jack, so I could donate a few coins. Thank you for the $2. I really appreciate that. All right, who's next? All right, we got Eddie. Elliot's been in here for fucking ever, dude. Elliot. Oh, I got Tyler down here. He's waving money in there. All right. Let's do, we're going to do Elliot and Eddie, but Eddie, we're going to let Elliot take the conversation, and then, because Eddie's a regular, so let's get that going here. All right, I'm going to read that in just a second, Angela. All right. Elliot, and then we got Eddie. Eddie, we're going to let Elliot take the lead on this one, though, okay? And then we'll bounce off of him, all right? All right. Elliot, you're on
My
mute,
reception
brother.
isn't that great. If it sucks, I'll just drop out.
Okay, that's fine. Elliot, we got to unmute
Hey,
you, brother.
Jack, you got the memo. Black teas tonight, huh?
Damn right. It's hot as shit out here. Elliot, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. So, Elliot, how old are you and where are you calling from?
I'm 30. I'm living in Virginia right now.
All right. And then, Eddie, for the new people watching, how old are you and where are you calling from?
I'm 55. I'm calling from Anchorage, Alaska.
All right, man. So Elliot, we're gonna let you take the wheel on this. So, what's on your mind tonight, brother? What's popping with you?
Let's talk about debt and multi-generational housing. So I'm
Lay
like,
it on us, dude. What's your thoughts on this?
so I fell into the student loan trap. I have about 250,000 student loans.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And
what?
So I'm trying to pay back all of them, but it's way slower than I thought. And I keep having this thought of maybe I should move back home and like be closer to my parents and not live with them, but at least be close and have some family nearby to, get by, because taxes are they're killing me.
Where are you living?
It's hard. I live near the coast in Virginia, Suffolk.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So 250 fucking grand. I mean, most of that's going to be interest too, right? Like,
yeah, it was growing like.
How do you even pay that off?
I'm a dentist, so that helps a lot. Like I make a good salary. But
do you own your own practice, or are you working for someone?
I just started, so I don't have the money to like buy a practice, but I graduated like 2 years ago.
Oh, congratulations
that
on that.
helps. Thank you.
Oh, that's big time. Okay, so before we get into the generational housing, though, tell me about the dentist stuff, because like I've heard the dentist industry is pretty gnarly if you don't own your own practice. It's kind of like, it's almost like every day you're kind of like hunting for, you're going like per job almost. Is that right? Or am I misinformed?
Well, you can be an associate. You can work for someone who owns, and your work stays at work. You don't really take stuff home. You're not dealing with employing people, so that's nice. But you don't make as much. I hate being a salesman. I hate trying to sell stuff, and you're always pushed to do stuff that you don't want to do. So that's unfortunate. But it's normal hours, 9 to 5. You make a good income. So,
but am I wrong about that? Like, is it kind of one of those things where, like, let's say you don't have like a set pay, is what I'm saying. Is that true? Or
yeah, sometimes you do. Sometimes you do for like the first little bit. You're guaranteed an income because you're trying to get your patient load up. And then after a certain period, usually it's like 6 months, you're based off of what what you're producing.
So it's like per client. I was blown away by this because I've had a lot of dental work. So I befriended this new dentist I've been with for a while. They actually kind of hook it up because they like the YouTube channel, but they haven't hooked it up enough to where I'm going to promote them. So, if they're watching, we'll talk about that at my next cleaning. But the one guy that works there, he was telling me that when he came to work for the dude that I go to, he was so relieved because every dentist practice he's worked at, it's like, imagine you have 4 dentists, right? And the day you come in, you're supposed to have like 3 operations that you're going to perform. So you get paid per operation. So he would show up some days, and then all of a sudden one of the other dentists would snake one of those clients. So now the money you're going to make for the week, you may as well just take off about $400. Like, does that sound about right?
Yeah, that's when it's like some places are really competitive. I'm in a place where they're just really short of providers. So they're in dire need of dentists here. But some places are really saturated with dentists, and people fight for patients. And
I thought that was really odd. I thought that was so strange. I was like, really?
People hate the dentist. Like it's not, and I hate being the salesman. Everyone tells you hate you, and you're trying to like people aren't having fun. You're not having fun. It's, I like when there's a problem and you get to solve their problem.
Yeah.
That's the better transaction. But when people come in, you tell them, you're going to owe this much money for something you don't even have. Like that's the worst part about it.
Oh, that's fucked. Yeah, because I actually don't mind the dentist just because they've like saved me so many times. Like I actually don't, like, I did it to myself. So I actually don't mind the dentist, like because they, I have teeth. Like I got jumped a long time ago, so I had to get these 2 teeth are fake. So in other words, if I didn't have a dentist, I'd just be sitting here with fucking 2 front teeth missing, like that'd be pretty not cool. I highly advise you do not get jumped by 9 men, by the way. Not fun. All right, so generational housing. I'm sure Eddie can chime in on this, but like Elliot, what do you mean by that? Like, you mean like
I'm
everyone
just
living together, or
yeah, like I respect how some of these cultures, there's no shame, there's no stigma. They just live at home with, you're at least close to their parents, and they have a good relationship nearby, like down the street or something. Because it's just so. With my amount of loans, it's just like I thought I'd be making a bigger dent, and it's just every day that goes on, it's just more tempting to just because my parents are offering me like a better deal to just kind of like buy their house, and I just they'd be nearby, but I have no problem being with my parents even at 30. Like I would have no problem. Like they're getting older, I would love to.
You should probably let me ask Eddie. Like I think I would rather do it at 30 versus 40. Like, let me ask Eddie, you got kids. What do you think about this? Like, if your kids wanted to come move home, would you be all for that? Or like, what's your thoughts on this?
Oh yeah, 100%. The house I bought in Colorado, I did the first floor like a in-law suite, and that was going to be for my daughter and to stay there. And she was having relationship problems. She lost her child, and they got back together, expecting again. But the place was for her, rent free. I don't care. When I grew up, I had to work for everything. Nothing was given to me but life, and you just had to have to chase for your dream, whatever the dream was. To have the house, to find a good woman, to have. I wanted kids. I have 2 daughters. Went through a shit divorce, lost everything, but I built everything back. It's the person I found again in life that I wasn't expecting. And her and I, we are just a power couple. As far as when I say that, we have each other's back. I'm 2,400 miles from home right now, but I have no problem letting my kids stay in my house, live in my house, or when I die, I'm like, this is for all you kids. If you want the house, stay there. If you have an opportunity with your parents, Elliot, I mean, there's no shame or wrong by doing that.
I don't think so, man.
The cost of homes are freaking insane. And if a woman is with you, it's like, oh, you live with your mom and dad. You can say, well, actually, I'm buying the house for my mom and dad, and now we end up taking care of our parents. That's what ends up happening as we get older.
Yeah,
dude. When you have kids, and Jack knows this, so that's generational.
It's like a cheat code when you like, if it's like, oh no, I'm helping my parents out, and you're a dentist too, so it's not like you're not successful. You know what I mean? Like, so when I would be like, no, I take care of my dad, he's got this and that, every single time some chick would be like, oh my God. And I would just go, I don't even mean it to be like this thing, but it was the truth. It was kind of like, it's like, well, what do you want me to do? You want me to just kick them out on the streets? You think like my mom would never do that. Like if my dad didn't have dementia and he was still successful, he would never just kick me out, or like if I needed somewhere to stay. So in my eyes, it's like, it makes sense, and plus I'd rather do it at 30 than, like I said, than at 40. Like I still have a fucking roommate. I have no shame whatsoever. I mean, Taco was supposed to be sitting in on this live, but his fucking lazy ass, Lord knows what he's doing.
And Elliot, you could do a 5-year plan or a 10-year plan. Give yourself a plan or a goal and say, okay, the next 5 years, I'm just going to stay here, and this is the game plan, and it is what it is. I mean, sometimes you have to make a sacrifice. I remember staying at my mother-in-law's house. It was only for 6 months. It sucked. I couldn't wait to get the hell out of there, but that transition, even though it was a shorter amount of time, but take that opportunity if you have it. I'm sure it sounds like your parents, care about you and love you, and vice versa. And being a father, I'm just going to say that, especially take that opportunity.
I want to. It's just like the stigma. It's like I you know what I mean? It's like looked down upon in a lot of people. They just,
who cares about
30 living at home? Yeah, I agree. Like I don't care.
I could give 2 shits what anyone thinks about me. They could go.
Well, here's the difference. Okay, you're 30 living at home. You're a waiter. Not the best look. You should probably step it up, right? But when you're 30 living at home and you're a fucking dentist, I mean, that's just you trying to get ahead. I mean, that's like It's like, no, I love my parents. It makes sense. I'm trying to get ahead. I need to buy a house. This is what I'm up to. And to tell you the truth, I mean, Elliot looked like a pretty good looking guy, you know? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, everybody in the chat looks like a good looking dude, you know? I don't think he's going to have an issue.
Feelings mutual, Jack.
Well, I don't want to brag, but, I don't know, man. I would do it, dude, because I had, like, put it this way. If my mom was still alive, she lived, I mean, this was her house, but I'm just saying, you know, if she needed to, like, if I had to live with her to help out, like, I'm gonna fucking live with her to help out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't fucking care. You know, I haven't had a girlfriend yet come and fucking. I had one girlfriend. We lived together. We did split the bills, so that did happen. But I'm just saying, you know, if I ran into some girl and she's like, "Oh, I'm living with my parents to get ahead," you know, I wouldn't be like, "Loser, I'm not having sex with you." Like, come on, like. For real, who's saying that? Yeah, what guy ever said that?
If you end up meeting a real good woman, I remember I was dating this gal. I was 28. She was like 29. She lived on the first floor in Chicago. There was the duplex up and down. The parents owned the whole place. She lived on the first floor, and they lived on the second floor. But she's taking care of the parents, and I felt nothing like. I was proud of her doing, you know, taking care of her mom and dad. You know, I mean, she told me I live at home, but my parents are upstairs, I'm downstairs, and you know, if you have a woman that's thinking that's whatever stigma you're saying is like, oh, you're too old to live with your parents. Well, that's not the woman to be with. You find one that accepts that, that's the one. That's the keeper.
Yeah, Ellie, you're a dentist too, man. I would fucking. I mean, me personally, if you like your parents, because I love my parents, I did. They were great. They were great. They're fun. You know, they're super nice. They were like they were my parents and my friends. It was like this nice balance. I think my dad took a little bit of advantage of me, but that's beside the point. We still had a good time together. So me personally, all the rules out the window in my world. Like. You want to go, whoever wants to live on their own, good for you. Do whatever you want to do. It's not my money. I don't care. It's all good. But I look at it like I'd rather have somebody helping me out or me helping someone out living together than just by myself for what, you know, like, so I could have sex. It's like I could have sex in a car. You know, I could have sex in a bush. Like you could do that anywhere.
In the car wash.
Yeah. Never a car wash.
In the car wash.
All right. Look, you boys, Elliot, best of luck to you. Definitely give us a call back in the future and let us know what decision you made. Or don't. You can keep it to yourself fully.
I'm leaning towards it, and you may have convinced me to do it.
I think it's smart, man. I really like. I've been talked down on so long in my life because I've always been doing stuff that other people think isn't practical or isn't this or isn't that. And you know what? Most of those people, they're no further along. I'm going so far ahead of them, and it's not a competition, but I'm just saying it's kind of like I had a girlfriend once that said I had a scarcity mindset, and I told her, I said, "Well, that's hilarious because I think you should try it out because I'm not broke and you are." So that's what I mean by that. Okay. So sometimes like people, if somebody like gives me advice and I'm like, well, what do you mean? You don't even have $3,000 to your name. You're 30. Like, I'm not going to listen to you to go get a job. So what? I could be in your position, you know, no offense. Like I appreciate the effort, but you know, like, you know, if the guy was living at home and he's like, bro, I got 50 grand in the bank, dude. You should you should come live with my parents. I'd be like, oh, well, maybe I should, you know, like that would make sense. But anyways, best of luck to you, Elliot. I'm rooting for you, brother. Congrats on your success and good luck with that debt, brother. I appreciate you, man.
One last thing to you, Elliot. One more piece of advice. If you're if you're in a hospital on your deathbed, and this stigma of who's telling you this bullshit or will they be by your side or not? If they're not going to be the people by your side on your deathbed, well, then they're not a worry of thinking of what they say.
1000%.
Wise words.
Wise man. All right, gentlemen. Or Elliot, Eddie, I'm gonna keep you on. Elliot, best of luck to you, brother. If I ever need any work on the cheap, we could do it in the basement or something.
As long as you're not selling anything, that's fine.
My man. All right, brother. All right, Eddie, it looks like it's me and you. We're going to get one more person in here. I know there's a lot of people. You know what? Fuck it. We're going to do a powerhouse. We're going to do a 4-way, and then we're going to wrap the show up. Hold on one second. Angela Johnson with the 5 big ones. So I'm looking for a cheap car in Vegas. Does anyone know where I can look that's honest? It's hard to trust people to not sell lemons. Craigslist. And you're going to come across a lot of bullshit. But Angela Johnson, okay, you have to have a man of some sort in your life. One guy who knows something about this shit. And if you don't, there's probably a guy out there who wants to have sex with you. Don't have sex with him, but he will help you find this car. Because in his mind, if he finds you this car, maybe you could do something in the back seat. So find someone you could trust to help you go look at these cars. And you can find a good $5,000 car. It's possible. They exist. I just did it in a recent video. It's more than possible. Drives great. $4,000. AC sucks, but who cares? It gets you around. So yeah, best of luck. I would do Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace. And if they don't have the title, it's this simple. They don't have the title, don't buy it. Test drive the car. If it drives like shit, don't buy it. It's that simple. All right, let's get a couple. I bought I think I'm on my 15th car. So, and only 2 of them were from a dealership. And I've had really good luck with all of them. All right, we're going to get Luke in here, and then we're going to get, and we're going to get Luke and Tyler, and then that's going to be the end. Everyone waiting, I'm terribly sorry, but you're going to have to call in next week. We got $5 from Kevin O'Brien. Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate that. All right. We got Luke coming in, and we got Tyler coming in. We're going to do a 4-way call with y'all. Actually, you know what, Eddie? Did you have anything you wanted to say, Eddie, real quick? And maybe I'll get one more of these people in here just because, Eddie,
I would have bailed. Yeah, I got a $1 million machine I got to get built this week, so I got to hit the hay.
All right.
I want to say on this, success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts.
Middle finger to the eyebrow, brother.
Absolutely.
Damn right. Thank you, Eddie.
All right, guys.
Up, man? I'm going to talk to you soon, brother. All right. Good, man. We're going to get one more person up in here, and let's get Isaiah. Isaiah's been waiting a long time. All right. He's stoked. Look at him. He's stoked. Look at him going. All right.
We don't see him yet.
Isaiah,
I'm literally cooking right now.
All right, hold on. Isaiah's so happy. Let's let him take the lead here. Isaiah, what's on your mind tonight, brother? What's going on with you?
So I'm 21 right now.
Congrats,
and
man.
When I was 18, yeah. So when I was 18, I had to deal with emotions that started to get crazy and overwhelming.
Oh yeah.
And over these past 3 years, I've been in therapy and working on myself and all that shit. And I just now went all the way down to the core wound or whatever that stuff. And things are kind of in the up and up. And I think I had this weirdest experience that I'm an atheist, but this is the closest thing to the divine ever. And then I also was very attached to money when I was growing up, when I was 16. But I just found out that I don't really care. Yeah, I don't really care too much about money as long as I have enough for food and shelter and be safe. So
the necessities.
Yeah, so since I'm not a capitalist anymore, and I see how much suffering there is in the world and lack of compassion, now I just want to use my my ambition to just help people, Also,
well, that's a cheat code in life. Is the more you do for others, it actually the same comes back to you. I mean, obviously, if you only have $100 to your name, it's probably wise not to just give that away. But yeah. And Isaiah, just so you know, hold on to being 21, man. You got a long ride ahead of you. So
I know.
Yeah. Well, but real quick, let me talk to Luke and Tyler. Tyler, how old are you and where are you calling from, brother?
I'm 36 and I'm calling from Virginia, Richmond. Not originally from here, but yeah.
And Luke from VA, I'm assuming he's from Virginia as well.
Yeah, Northern Virginia. Yep.
My man. And how old are you, Luke, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 39.
See, Isaiah, I don't know if you heard any of that, but hold on to that 21 shit, buddy. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Seriously.
Hold on
I'm
to
already
that.
a rich man.
I wouldn't
I'm already
go
a rich
back
man.
to 21 if you paid me. I was miserable.
Dude, I say the same.
I did not have my stuff together at all. Now
I still
established,
don't.
you know?
So you know, I'd rather be 21.
Because I still don't. No, well, it's funny because like my dad told me once, I was like, because I remember he turned 55. This is a long time ago. He's 72 now. But when he turned 55, I remember being like, I was like, how does it feel? And he goes, honestly, I didn't even realize it until I looked in the mirror and I said, holy shit, I'm no longer 28. For some reason, my dad loved the age 28. I don't know why, but
before stuff starts to break on you, it's the last year before.
Depends if you change the oil, you know.
Yeah. 28 for some reason it was always his like golden age, but yeah. So Isaiah, hold your thoughts. Let's let Luke. You've called in before, so let's let Tyler take the wheel here, and then we're gonna
this is
end
my first call, but that's fine.
All right.
That's totally
Wait, have you talked to me on Instagram or something then?
cool. No, I've only found you for a week now.
Oh, well, you know what, Luke? I can't even trust you anymore. I'm kicking you the fuck out. I'm joking. All right. Well, let's let Tyler take the wheel.
Yeah, go ahead.
And Tyler, whatever's on your mind, we're going to end on whatever you want to talk about.
Oh,
so
man. I'm
honored,
truly. Yeah. So you've inspired me, but it's not, you've inspired me. I consume a lot of YouTube, right?
Yeah, me too.
I imagine some of you guys do as well.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I watch a lot. Yeah.
Now you're recording it. I mean, it's about time some of us figure out, you know, that we're experts in the field, you know, potentially. Anyway, no, I'm inspired by you, and it's what I was trying to say is it's not
in a corny way.
No, it's not what you say, it's what you don't say. You know what I mean? It's come on. No, what I'm trying to say is that, like, you know, you let everyone have a voice, right? You let people, and I've been in a place like, you know, you can see from behind, it looks as if shit's going great for me, right?
You look good,
you couldn't be more wrong, right? At least in terms of how, I mean, I do stack. Like I like you taught me this within a week. This is what I saved.
Wow.
Because of Jack, although, you know, it is motion picture. Money.
Oh, it's motion picture money. Okay. Hey, it's a start though. It's a start. You got to envision it. Yeah.
It's easier to envision when it's sitting on the desk.
Well, to add to that, and I'm gonna let you continue. This is quick. My dad used to always carry around like $2,000 on him, cash, like in hundreds, so it's small. But I remember asking him when I was like 16. I'm like, why do you carry that much cash? And he was like, well, my grandfather taught me that if you carry a good amount of money on you like this, over time, it tricks your brain into letting you think that $2,000 is pocket change. And I was like, oh. I said, wow. Anyways, keep going.
Oh, no. That's interesting. I for me, carrying cash, one thing that I've found, I mean, this is a joke. This is me trying to be funny, but carrying cash is something I've had to do more and more so lately. I bought this condo with like an over 800 credit score. You know, I worked for a big tech company.
Damn.
They paid me not to yeah, NDAs, all that fun stuff.
Okay.
But because I got axed, just like 80% of the workforce because of this. I don't know if you guys have heard of this like AI thing.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, never heard of
Yeah.
it.
Oh yeah, no, I'm kidding. But
Because I don't know if you've
interesting.
ever heard of this.
I mean, it's
good.
interesting.
That was a good one.
Thank you, Jack. Coming from you.
No, that was good. That was good.
Means a lot.
Okay, so let me get this straight. So you're in tech.
No.
And so
it was.
Okay. Oh, you were in tech.
Yeah.
So you mean like, is this happening like on a mass scale? Like this isn't just bullshit you read in the news. Like this is like for real.
I don't want to be a source of incorrect information. I think that people are very comfortable with just saying whatever comes to mind, myself included. Like, I'd love to tell you. Yeah.
Well, from the tech, from what you can see, it's not looking good. Is all I'm asking.
Well, it's not looking good in tech. It's not even looking good for AI. The funny thing is, like a lot of these, I worked in software, SaaS, and a lot of these companies, they charge by the seat, right? So they charge companies, software, when you're selling to large. Sorry, I'm not used to. I just bought this setup because of you, man.
Tyler, real quick.
Yeah.
What I want you to do is, I want you to take a metaphorical hit. I'm gonna pass this to you. Take a chill. Don't just pretend it's just me and you. Don't even look at the numbers of the chat. Nothing. Just talk to me like it's just me and you hanging out. And obviously, Luke's here too.
There's a chat. People are talking about me in the chat.
Yeah.
What
just
are they saying?
pretend
No,
we're
I'm kidding.
hanging out. Don't just all the nerves, shake it off, and just fucking
All
go.
right.
It's all good.
All right.
It's all good.
Okay. Yeah. No. From what I've seen, which is, I don't know if I am a reliable source or anything, but from what I've seen, people are hurting in all walks of life, right?
Yeah.
But it's like, what are you going to do about it?
That's the real question. And the cool thing is though, which I say this, I try and say this in a light way, where I say I think it's kind of a good thing that people are going, hey, this isn't working. What am I going to do? And the only reason I say it's a good thing is because a lot of people, let's say everything was just fine, right? Things are cheap. You could work one job 40 hours a week. How many people still don't like their job is what I'm trying to say. So, for those people, if this shit wasn't starting to escalate, they may have never even thought to themselves, let me try something new. So that's why I say it's kind of a good thing. Because a lot of people are afraid to pivot in life. Like a lot of people, man. And it's the truth. A lot of people would like to do something different, but they never do it. But now it's like they have to do it. And I'm one of those people. I was like, I have to do something. Because this whole bartending and selling shit online thing is only getting me so far, So I also was that guy who was like, what the fuck am I going to do? Look myself in the mirror every day. I'm just thinking to myself, how the fuck do I get ahead? So that's the cool thing. I mean, it's not that cool, but it's okay.
No, it's cool.
It's a little bit cool, kind of, What about you, Luke? What do you think about this shit? Like, what's do you like your job? Are you struggling? Like, what's going on with you, brother?
I'm doing really well, actually. And one of the things you said earlier, you're 34, hoping to, get married and have a kid. I got married at 32. We got married at 34. We're 5 years in. We have a beautiful 2-year-old. It can happen. Like, it can happen. Don't give up on it. And the biggest point I'll say about that, and I know probably most of your viewers are men, we have no business getting married before the age of 30. None of us.
I agree.
I don't care how much your shit is together in your life. I don't care. You've got a PhD, you're making $400K a year, I don't care. You're not ready till you're 30.
It's probably
and some 30-year-olds aren't even ready. So, another thing I'll say is if she's over the age of 25 and she has a dog, she's probably crazy. It's about 80% accurate in my experience. Just a little levity because it got a little deep there.
He goes, that's accurate. If she owns a dog, you're fucked.
You're fucked. You are last. She comes first. Second is the dog. Then it's you. And I can't be third to a dog. So just not doing it.
Well, you know what's funny about that is a girl I dated a long time ago. Her parents when they first met, they were like older, like late 30s, and they had a big argument over the animals, over the cats, and the wife, they were together like 30 years, but they were older, like in their 70s. But it was just funny because they almost broke up because she told him straight up that my cats come first. And so he was telling the story, and he's like, I'm sitting there feeling like a loser, writing her this love letter saying that I love Sparkles and the little cat Tom Tom. And it became a joke, but at the same time, it's one of those things where I'm like, I don't think she was kidding.
Right. No, they're not.
She was already 35 or 36 or 37 or God knows. I don't even know. They were old. Man. Like I think he was 41 or something when they met.
Let me save you some heartache. If you're out there swiping, of course, I'm years removed from this now, and she's got a dog in every picture. I don't care what kind of smoke show she is. Swipe left, save yourself the drama. She's not that good. Well, I won't get vulgar, but you know what I'm saying. She's not going to be that good. And yeah, man, look, you're 37, Tyler. I know you just hit a rough bump.
Not yet.
Someday you're going to be, well, but someday we're all going to be 10 years older than we are now, and we're going to wish we could go back 10 years, to do something different. So it ain't over till it's over,
Yeah.
Stay positive.
But, Yeah, sorry.
No, go ahead, man. All you.
No, I was just gonna say, yeah, you saw me get a little flush, Jack.
It's okay.
This is a new thing for me. I mean, yeah, I bought a few things, I'm not that I really should. And if the people who are my creditors are watching, it's all on credit, and I'll pay you back, eventually, hopefully.
Plus interest.
But yeah, no, I have no, I appreciate what you're saying. It's so easy to give advice to someone that's younger and feel quite solid with what you've experienced, and compared to your perception of what they are, what they've likely gone through. We're just like an amalgamation of our experiences, and everybody's. I don't know what I'm fucking talking about. There's so many lights in my face.
No.
I'll take a hit.
Yeah, take several hits, boys. Hold on, let me read this comment.
I'm trying to stay sober, but okay.
Because I'm trying to stay sober. You guys keep handing me these invisible joints. We got $4 from JT. He goes, go be a truck driver, get paid for living in a semi-truck. I heard the industry's bad right now, though. I know it'll probably pick back up, but I watch a trucking channel, and the guy's saying it's not that hot. But here's the thing. I've done so many different fucking things in my life that Luke's right. For instance, 4 months ago, I had the biggest heartbreak of my life. And now I'm going, thank God she left me.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You could go watch the videos are up. If you go find them, you will see me.
Oh, I saw them. Yeah.
I am crying inside.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, but here's the thing is I had this false expectation. And the truth is that she couldn't keep up with me. That's the truth. And if I was still with her, I wouldn't have been out in Austin, Texas, getting my dick sucked at a mansion party. You get what I'm saying? That's a true story.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm trying to say.
Among other things.
Yeah. I love her and I'm moving to Texas. I'm just kidding. That's actually part of the stand-up bit I did. I'll post the actual stand-up stuff for you guys in a future video, but I did a whole bit on that. Went really well with the crowd. But like, it's actually deeper than just a mansion party. It gets way crazier, but I'll save that for a video for you guys. But yeah, I will say, like, 2 years ago, I was sitting there, not even 2 years ago, a year ago, I'm sitting there waiting tables and selling used fucking goods online, which, don't get me wrong, I'm surviving. I was okay. I had money saved. I'm able to live, still doing good in the grand scheme of things. But like, I don't know. It's funny. If you just try and you do something new, it could be a beautiful world. Or you could totally eat shit and end up living in your car, but it's worth a shot. It's worth a shot.
Well, productivity is always a positive. Even if you don't reach your goal, you will get something good out of it.
Oh, 1,000%.
It just when preparation meets opportunity is when you really take off. But if it doesn't, you're still better off than you were. And
1,000%.
complacency is the enemy.
I wish I had more fails under my belt, man.
Well, it sounds like you need to start eating some more shit, Tyler. But hey, real quick, this is a big one. I got my boy Dan Sparks, the Bangkok Bandit himself. I've been waiting for him to come on the show forever.
All right, Jack, I'm gonna head out. Thank you for asking.
Later, Luke. I appreciate you coming in, brother.
All right, bye-bye.
I can jump too if need be.
All right, you're getting the hell out of here, Tyler. Call in next week when you're not as nervous. You'll get less nervous every time.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right, brother. Dan, my main man, Sparks, brother. What's going on?
Jack R.O.P. Morgan. Where's the cat?
Yeah, she's a little rascal. She's somewhere, man. But me and
arrows and whatnot, you give her PTSD.
Man, Dan's my guy. Just so you guys know, I've been waiting for him to come on the show. We'll end with you, okay? Because this is awesome.
Good morning from Bangkok. It's 7:21 in the morning. The sun's coming up that way. Been up about an hour or so, but I've been trying to get a hold of you. But God bless Tyler, because he was a little nervous, a little flustered. We talked about the layoffs. I was working as an IT project manager in the States last year. About 190,000 of us were all laid off. But it was the best thing that ever happened to me, because when I got laid off, a lot of friends at Meta, a lot of friends at Amazon, a lot of friends at other tech companies. And my company was the largest logistics software firm in the freaking world, multi-billion-dollar company. But when I got laid off, that's when I packed everything up and moved here to Thailand and cut my expenses like that, sold everything. You always tell the stories about how you lived in the car. You can live in a nice apartment here cheaper than you can live in a car in the States. And so, he said he wished he had more fails. Well, darn, don't learn from your fails. Learn from my fails.
Yeah.
Learn from Jack's fails.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I tell people all the time, like, because I look pretty like, I look kind of, like I live some life, I got some wear and tear on the boy. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So what I'm saying is a lot of people think I've done like hard drugs or something. Not all the time. It's not all the time. But what I mean is I've only smoked weed and drank. I did mushrooms twice in my life. That's it. I've never done coke. I've never done any hard drug. Nothing. Not even a narcotic, because my dad was a pillhead. But what I'm trying to say is that's one circumstance that I learned from everyone else in my life. Watching your cousin overdose on heroin, watching your dad overdose on pills, watching people be alcoholics. I said, well, I'm never going to do any of that. So yes, it is possible to learn from other people's failures. Absolutely.
Exactly. 1,000%. And so it's to him, he's off, but keep your head up. You'll be all right.
Nah, he'll be straight. He'll be good. He's got all that fake money. Somebody will fall for it. He'll be good. But Dan, why don't you fill us in a little bit about Bangkok? How long you been living there? And if you don't mind sharing some expenses, just because it's such like I know a lot of people think about doing this stuff, and I will come visit you next year sometime. Plan on that, buddy. But why don't you fill us in, if you don't mind, just to kind of give us a perspective on what your life's like and how much you're spending. And I'm always so curious with this stuff.
Sure. I started coming about 20 years ago. I retired from the Marine Corps before I went into the IT world. I did IT in the Corps. And then I was out here, and we have exercises all over Australia, Japan, South Korea, and there was a big one here in Thailand. And I came as a consultant, and I did some work, and I fell in love with the place. And I was married at the time. I was married for 22 years. And I even told my wife back then, it says, when it comes time for us to retire and the kids are grown up, we're going to go to Thailand. And sure enough, last year, Forbes magazine had an article that listed the top 3 places for Americans over 60 retire: Panama, Spain, and Thailand. Why is that? It's because of the cost of living, for one. The infrastructure is fantastic. The food is great. Thailand is known as the breadbasket of Southeast Asia. All the fresh produce, eggs, poultry, meat, veggies, rice that feed Southeast Asia come from Thailand. They're very warm people. They're very loving people. Thailand is called the land of 1,000 smiles because everybody's always smiling.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm from Philly. Folks from the cities, you walk around, you always have this grit on your face where nobody's smiling. They're always smiling, and it's unnerving when you first come here. I remember once I was in a bar and I'm drinking, and the friends around, they're like, Dan, I said, yeah. Aren't you on vacation? I says, yeah. Well, why aren't you smiling? And then it hit me like a bolt. But there are a lot of advantages to being here. As an American, when you come, you get a 60-day visa off the rip. They just expanded that. You don't have to do any paperwork. Your biggest expense is an air ticket. Round trip from anywhere in the U.S., roughly 1,000 U.S. It's going to be a 20-hour flight. 14 hours to Tokyo, or 14 hours to Turkey, or 14 hours to Dubai, and then another 6 when you get here. Once you get here, you can get a great hotel room. Wi-Fi, air con, big bed, washing, all that stuff, $23 a night. What? You can eat street food for $5 a day. Freshly prepared meals off the street. You're going to lose weight. You're not eating preservatives. You're going to walk everywhere. They have a beautiful SkyTrain. I can see it from my apartment window right here. So you want to stay longer. You can get a fully furnished apartment for about $500, $600 a month. Because every apartment here is turnkey. They're all fully furnished. I just had to buy a TV for my place. I got a 2-bedroom, 2 baths. I like having a lot of toilets. That's where you're going to crash. So I'm paying a little bit more.
I'll be in the bathroom.
There you go. And that's the thing is my rent here is cheaper than it was in Northern Virginia, than it was in Charlotte, North Carolina, than it was in D.C. So there are more and more Americans. And the thing is, the Europeans have known about this place long before us. So it's not like we've just discovered a new planet. The rest of the world knew about it. We didn't. So we were playing catch up.
Yeah, man, because US is getting so difficult. You know, I'm sitting here thinking to myself, oh, I got to get a farmer's license so I could avoid property tax. And then I got to own my house outright so I don't have to pay homeowners insurance. Call me nuts, but I'm sorry. If you're spending $15,000 a year in homeowners insurance, what's the fucking point? I may as well take the risk because if nothing happens to my house in 10 years, even if something happened to my house, I could just put that money away myself and insure my damn self. But there's so many like loopholes we got to jump through here. And
why do so many people move to Florida and Texas? Because they don't want to pay the income tax.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as a free lunch. My son just moved to El Paso in the Army, and he's like, Dad, the property taxes are through the roof. I said, but you're saving on income. My auto insurance is so high, but you're saving on the income tax. So everything has to balance out. Whereas here, you don't need a car. I got a car in the States. I'm still paying one because it's a lease. My brother-in-law's driving it. In December, I'm done with it. And that's my last thing tying me to the States.
Gotcha. Well, that's just something because I know a lot of people are trying to move. They want to get out. I get hit up on Instagram all the time talking about leaving the country, all this stuff. And, you know, I'm going to thug it out in America, you know, but if it does get too bad, I have contemplated. You know what I mean? I have really thought about it, but I need to go visit.
America. I served in the Corps. My family's there. I wasn't running away. It's just a better quality of life. And I come home frequently. Yeah. And I have tons of friends visiting me all the time. It's like I just had a guy come in, an American from Korea just came in. So like once a month, there's somebody visiting me, which is nice.
That's fun.
And there's tons of Americans here. So it's not a matter of like America's a sinking ship. I mean, we've got our problems, and every country has problems.
Oh, of course. Absolutely.
But America's still the greatest fucking place. And I got a 10-year visa, and I will come back. And but right now, this is the sweet spot.
Nah, man, you're chilling, dude. And plus, you're in a different position. You're retired, correct? Like you don't necessarily. Yeah, so you're in a different spot.
My veterans. I got my military pension. I have my VA disability, and a little one or two things coming in. So, yeah, I mean, I was working since I was 13, and I stopped working at age 56. So I think 43 years is long enough to freaking work and pay tax.
I think you did your time. Yeah. Well, Dan, I really appreciate you calling in, man. I got to wrap this up, dude. I know you're just getting your day started, but yeah, I'm gonna chop it up. I'll talk on the phone with you later.
Hey, all the best to your pop, man. You know, give him that for me.
I'll tell him you said what's up, dude. He won't remember, but I'll tell him.
I know, got it.
But
all right, bro. Love you, man.
I love you too, man. I look forward to seeing you in Bangkok, dude. Plan on seeing me next year. We're gonna plan that out.
You got a place,
my man. My main man. All right, later, Dan. That's good people right there, man. That guy is cool. If you guys need any information, his name's Dan Sparks on Instagram, same exact name. If you ever feel like even just visiting there, you know, he's super cool people. Hit him up. He'll really, he's a good guy, man. Or because I know a lot of people want to leave the States, so that's a good cat to talk to about it. All right, get through those last comments here, and then we're gonna wrap it up. Get Jackson Cagle with the $5. Thank you, man. He goes, my zip tie on crate furniture just snapped. That's fucked. Thank you for the $5, man. All right. And also, if you guys haven't subscribed to the second channel, I got my first video coming out on there tomorrow. They're going to be shorter videos, just like 4 to 10 minute long videos where I take your, comments and your DMs that you guys send me. And I basically just do a quick little, my thoughts on it. Shorter stuff. It's, I'm usually just going to be in the car. I don't know. It's Jack Morgan 2.0. You just type in at Jack Morgan 2.0. and the channel will pop up. But I got the first video coming out tomorrow, so it's just extra content for you. I'm not abandoning this. It's just if I post that stuff on this channel, YouTube punishes you. It's weird. You have to keep an aesthetic. So I'm just playing the game. It is what it is. So you can check that out. I appreciate that. Or don't. It's okay. You're here, and I appreciate you. Basically, if you don't go subscribe, I'm gonna get fucking pissed. I'm just joking. All right. Erman with another $6. Angela Lucky Lopez on YouTube. I could be wrong, but he has a dealership and sells cheap cars that are decent in Vegas. Okay. That's for the person looking for cars. Well, thank you for the tip on that one. And what else do we got here? Let's keep scrolling. Just keep swimming. I'm just scrolling. It's just keeps going. So many of you. I'm so grateful. And I wish I could get, you know what? Next time because I'm going to be doing a good amount of traveling every few months for work, doing stand-up stuff. So I'm going to do just meetups, just be like, hey, come on out. I'm at this place, that way I can chop it up with you guys. I like meeting you guys. It's fun. I'm a people's person. You never know who you're going to meet. All right. We got $5 from Isaiah's Anything Show. It goes, my connection dropped off the live chat. Hey, man, I appreciate you calling in, dude. Hold on to being 21, brother. Thanks for the $5, man. Hold on to that. DJ with the $20. Thank you, DJ. You're always so generous because it's been 4 months already, Jack. You lived. Yes, I know. The ex-girlfriend, I think she means. Yeah, I don't know how long it's been. I really don't care. Honestly, like I said, I'm happy she left me. Good riddance. I could actually just not dial myself back at all, So I didn't realize it though until I was out of the relationship, I didn't realize how much I had to kind of bite my tongue, I guess you would say, which you shouldn't have to do that. Whoever you're with, you should be able to just fully be yourself, Yeah. So anyways, hell of a talk, guys. Good shit. These headphones are killing me. I'm going to go shave my head. I'm not going to do that. That was the guy in the beginning of the stream. Good talk. Solid shit.